All right, everybody, welcome back to Dead Spot Podcast. We got a very special guest today. My people's T, say what's up to the people. You
What's
know,
happening?
we have another collab episode. Like you already know, she got come and talk with T. We about to get another episode going. We had one a few months back. Got a lot of good topics to talk about today. Let's just jump right into it. First topic we got is a topic that's been hot, not just on Twitter, but just in general. Like everywhere you go, pretty much people got their opinions here and there. And we just wanted to kind of get into it. We kind of see it from a little bit different perspective. So we just want to kind of get it out there. So we got the Trump versus Biden argument. And basically the thing is just a lot of people feel that Biden shouldn't have been elected, that Trump should have been reelected and things like that. And pretty much the question would be, why do you feel like that? What was making you feel that that's what should be going on right now? Talk to me.
Okay, I was like, don't make it seem like I said that. I didn't say that. But like, my whole thing is like when it comes to like the whole presidency and anytime that it seems like or like that you're questioning the Democratic Party or like the Blue Party, meaning it just means that you're a Republican, like by default. Me questioning the specific party that's supposedly supposed to be for my people and who the fuck y'all all voted for, I definitely have the right to question and to ask that some accountability be taken.
Mm-hmm.
On both sides. I'm about to say not just on the blue side. Is really accountability need to be taken on the red side too, because as you can see, one of the red sides was the president already. So it's like, nigga, we should be able to ask shit for both sides. Like, I don't see the problem in it if it's two sides anyway.
Right.
But I mean, I ain't gonna sit here and like tell you which one would be fit as like a president type situation, because like I would say neither, because I wouldn't want neither one of them. I would want more of a accountability, like how I said earlier, to be taken, because there's a lot of things that Trump has supposedly done that a lot of people hate, that other presidents have done that nobody ever questioned or just let slide because it was just that specific president. I would say that's really all it is. It's just a whole lot of accountability that don't get taken. And I don't see how Biden is the lesser of the evil. I don't know. Like I understand why people would feel like Trump is racist. Don't get me wrong, he's definitely racist. He's definitely a classist. But I don't understand what makes him more racist than the other one. Like that'd be my whole thing. Like, how is he the lesser of, like, how could you guys say that so quickly when it's like what really makes him just worse than all these other presidents, other than the fact that he was a Republican? Like the math don't be mathing for me. But it's like, but like when I say that, people feel like I'm just pro Trump and I got a red hat and I'm so far up his ass that it's a hat itself. And it's like, nah, bro, I don't fuck with neither. I don't fuck with presidents, period. I fuck with leadership. These presidents don't be leaders. They just be motherfuckers that want a position somewhere. They don't be leading us to shit. So it's like, that's what I be wanting. I want some leadership. I don't want no presidency if that's what it is,
Like,
basically.
and then I agree with a lot of what you just said, because you're right. Especially like places like Twitter or any type of social platform. As soon as you say one oppose another, like if you say something against Biden, it's automatically you love Trump. Or if you say something against Trump, it's like you automatically love Biden. Like, or this and that. It's like it's no like in the middle. It seemed like, and it should be like you should be able, like you said, these are the people that say they for people. Biden went on there and said, if you don't vote for me, you not black. So it's like,
and people and black people still ran and voted for that nigga. I don't understand how you let a white man say that and you still go vote for him. Like,
so you got to be able to willing to bring to the table and say what's going on. The biggest, so when I would say like when I look at the lesser of the evils, and I was looking at it from a little different perspective, just because like when I was in school when Trump got in office, and I was up in Sonoma. So Sonoma already, I don't know if you ever been to Sonoma. Sonoma,
no.
but it's real honky town up there, like real, like it's to the point where I had a black advisor from Oakland when we first got to campus. He said down all the black boys, it was probably like 6 or 7 of us. And he was like, listen, man, it ain't that many of you black people up here. Y'all got to stick together. If you see a young sister walking from the library back to her dorm, I don't care what you doing on campus. You stop what you're doing and you take her back to her dorm. If it get past a certain time, he said these dudes, they might not mess with you as a man, but they might see this young sister and try to do something to her or harass her or something. So he was like, we got to stay a community up here. It's not enough of us. So it was already put in us like this shit could get hectic. But it
up in here.
yeah, so like, you know, the first few years, like, all right, watch around what you got going on. He had already put us up on game. But when 2016 came and Burr got in office, and then like, what was that, 17 January or whatever, you could visibly see like, oh, they thought they was the shit around it. Like it just got like, it started being like fights. It started being like, it was like really like they was trying to start a real race war. Like they come with they had fuck you niggers in the bathroom stalls. It's all of this. Me, my girl, and one of our the mom of our guy of our kids, the godmom of our kids now, we was going to our car. They start throwing eggs at us. I'm chasing them down the street on foot. They following us behind the car. I'm like, and my girl, like, what are you doing? You can't be trying to fight it. I'm like, they just threw eggs at our shit. What are you talking about? I was so upset. They started the police. I was walking my girl and they called the police on us. Said I didn't go to the school. It was just like, you could just see like, it was just so much going on. Once they got in the office, they just felt so like liberated, if that kind of makes sense. So it was just, I really felt like it was just like, them, y'all do this, or even like the Kaepernick situation. Trump was on there like, that son of a bitch. Like he was just so like out there with it. And we know as adults, like racism is everywhere. Like you said, Biden is, but at least it wasn't. Now it's like the leader of the free world is basically leading the KKK, like he leading the way for them. Like, and it was just, we was really, I felt like we was going to a point where it was like, I don't know where we was going. Like if I would have stayed in Sonoma a few more, like if Trump would have got reelected and we would have still been in Sonoma, I don't know how that shit would have ended up. Like, that shit was starting to really get to a point where it was, like, it was literally us versus them. Like we was walking by them, wasn't speaking on campus. They wasn't really saying too much. It was like, nigga, all right, we got to go to class, nigga, and get the fuck back to where we got to go. We had the EOP office. That's where most of the niggas hung. But it was like, you know, nigga, if you see us talk to some white work, come over, see what's going on. It might be a fight from the jump off. Like, like the way the world was turning, I feel like it was just going to a point of no return. And I don't know. Like, I don't know. That was, I just was like, that shit was crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say I get all that. I just feel like Trump was the person that exposed what America truly was and truly felt, and I feel like that's why then people felt so, those Americans felt so just proud to be these racist ass, bigot ass people. And I ain't gonna say we needed him. I ain't gonna say that, because we ain't gonna say that. But at the same time, he definitely brought a lesson to, like, or brought some shit to the eyes of what the fuck America really is, instead of this utopia ass society that they was trying to project or get out there anyway. Damn, I'm kind of high, but yeah, he down there exposed what the fuck America was. And
that it is good to see like what things could be, but it's just like I feel like that 4 years of seeing it was enough for us to now, like, I mean, if you didn't already know, which you should have knew, like as old as we should have already knew before that 4 years. But for the people that were still kind of questioning it, now you got the answers you need, you know. But another point I want to make, people be saying too about Trump, the thing that be kind of frustrating me, because I'm a numbers guy, like I like math and stuff. People be like, oh, bring back Trump, like he was giving us all this money. Trump was not just giving out the, like, that was what people was.
Yeah, that was the worst reason to want that was just ignorant ass motherfuckers that finally touched some money and wanted to keep touching the money and was being ignorant.
Because I'm telling you, it's no, more power to you. But if Trump catch you, he will take you to jail just like anybody else. Like, he was not just willingly giving y'all this EDD money and this PPP money. Ask Trump how he feel about that.
Man, like it's his job.
Yeah, so he would definitely be like, y'all going to jail. Now, it went on while he was in office. Now, if you want to say he fucked up the COVID, so that led to y'all getting more money, and for niggas that don't care about the pandemic, it's like, well, fuck the pandemic. That led to me getting all this money. If you want to give him credit for it in that way, then I guess we could kind of twist it somehow. But just as saying Trump gave me all this free, Trump ain't gave you shit. Just like ain't giving you shit. None of them
still ain't giving no shit. I'm irritated.
I just got the last stimmy from like 6 months ago, so we working our way finally getting back in.
Man, I was gonna say you late, child.
I just got ours. It came in the mail. We usually get direct deposit, so I don't know what.
I think it's another one coming. I think.
Okay.
Don't quote me.
We'll wait and see.
I seen something today about the 17th. Everything should be out by the 17th, I think.
Okay.
That's what I read.
Wait. Oh,
man, I looked at my calendar like, okay, let me bless me before Christmas.
Yeah, I need that. For sure need that. All right, we're going to check in on that. But as far as the presidency, the biggest thing that we need to know and understand is like the Joe shit or the Trump shit. I seen a post today that was like Republicans just say no. Democrats say no, but they got like the Black Lives Matter logo or they got like the gay logo to dress it up like it's cool, but it's still no at the end of the day. And once we get that understanding, I be seeing people say this on Twitter, like it's not about y'all make too much about Trump versus Biden. It's about us really versus them. Like none of these people gonna come in this office and care. Even if we could get into like Obama, like a lot of shit he was doing wasn't for us. It wasn't beneficial to the Black people.
I literally was just talking about this with somebody else. Obama and Michelle Obama didn't do nothing. Michelle Obama didn't do nothing but tell me to go eat my vegetables and my fruits during lunch and to go outside. That's all that woman did, and slam dunk basketball players in the White House or wherever the fuck they was at. Like,
yeah,
madam and sir, like y'all didn't do nothing either. Them kids was in the cages while Obama was there too, and like nobody really gave a fuck. And now I ain't gonna say nobody gave a fuck, but like that wasn't this big ass hurrah.
And that's some shit like that's what I'm saying. That's some shit, but when you figure it out, you got it. Like I didn't know it was still kids in cages when Obama. Like I'm like, bro, Trump got these motherfucking kids in cages. What the fuck going? And then one of my partners was like, well, bro, them same kids was in cages when your boy was in there. I'm like, nigga, he ain't had nobody in no. He like, I was thinking you was gonna say that. Nigga pulled the article on me. It was nothing I could really do. I'm reading through it. I'm looking. Well, let me go find my own articles. Okay. Never mind. So it's like, it really make you start digging deeper in it. But that's the problem. I feel like when people get proven wrong on some shit, they can't come out and be like, oh, I didn't know that. You right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they wasn't as we thought they might have been. I don't got no problem saying I was wrong with shit. I thought Obama was doing his thing. He was not doing his thing.
I was about to say, nah, me too. And somebody had to tell me, like, girl, you tripping. That nigga was doing this, that, and the third. And I'm like, was he? Like, not Obama. I was with not Obama.
Please,
like, Obama.
I still remember sitting there, my mama crying, my granny crying, like, y'all ain't never gonna see no shit like a nigga done got into the office. Like, my granny was like 70 something, like, this is what the fuck we've been fighting for hella years, and it's here. Like, this nigga, like, wife, look at her. Like, they was, what? At my house, that was a big fucking deal. And I was in 8th grade. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. But it's like, so I was.
Oh, no, it was a big ass deal.
Yeah, but that's the biggest thing I think Obama did was just show like young kids like us living in wherever we was living at the time. Like, shit, if this nigga coming from Chicago named Barack Obama could make it out to feel me, why I can't make it out to it? Like, that was the biggest thing I got out of it. But as far as what he did as an president, he didn't really help us out. He didn't really do too much.
Yeah, I was say it was more just some a look rather than an actual foundation for Black people. And kind of like the same thing with the whole Black Lives Matter organization type thing. Like, it's just the look of it to make it look as though it's good, but it's really when you dig deeper into it, it's really not the perfect picture that it looks like to be on TV. And that's literally what Obama was. Like, it just looked good. Cause I remember it too. I was happy too. I'm like, it's a nigger in the you feel me? It was a party. Like, everybody was Jews. It was t-shirts.
All the shit.
Everybody had Obama t-shirts. Nigga, what? I had been an Obama one until I had to get older and really fucking do my own research, figure some shit out and be like, oh, this nigga wasn't that cool. Like, that all skin folk ain't kinfolk for real. Like, this nigga was not cool.
And all the little barbecues with the NBA players, LeBron and D-Wade they playing 5-on-5 at the White House. He cooking chicken. That shit looked good for the teeth when they throw it on BET and say, look how cool Obama is. Shit, at 14,
so cool.
That looked clean as fuck to me. He got my favorite player, the football player, Jay-Z and them, bringing Beyonce to the White House. I'm like, oh, it's a party. But
it's lit up in there. It's the Black House. You know what I mean? It's the Black House.
He built a swing set for little mamas on the front yard. They out there really on some real nigga shit. Only niggas gonna come and rechange some shit that been here hundreds of years. Like we gonna come and say, nigga, I'm like, oh yeah, he a nigga. There's some hood shit to put some swing set on, do your thing. But it was all the front, and that's what the difference is, and that's what it's kind of like coming out to see. Like, you know, I don't know. It leaving us in the kind of spot because I don't really know where we could go. And it was better options, but like they gonna like the lady Warren, like I feel like she was better than both of them. And then, how you feel about Bernie?
See, I would have liked Bernie, but I understand that he's like super duper old, and I also understand that there's more people in the world that are against the shit that he wants, and there are people that's in favor of it. Right. It might seem as though on Twitter that everybody just these kumbayas, we want love and peace in America, but I mean, if we wanted it, we could have had it just now. So it's like obviously y'all don't want it, like y'all say that y'all do, because we could have had Bernie. We could have had Bernie before we had Trump. Like. And we could have had Bernie.
And the biggest thing,
so it's like people not really ready for that. People worried about their pockets for real. Like I think that's really all it come down to people worrying about some money and don't want to really. And it was crazy as he was helping the poor people, and it was probably the poor people that wasn't even in his favor for real. Like you feel me? Like that's what make it 10 times worse. The election really show you people real mindsets. Like however the election play out, it show you outside of what the fuck it looked like on Twitter. We all just these, oh yes, we got this. Yes, we're all gonna vote. Everybody vote. Your vote matters. It sound good all on social media, but when it play out in real life, then we gonna know who the fuck who the fuck y'all really voted for. That's really all it is.
It's hella people like at Angie Jacobs, Angie an accountant, so they got like she work in the financial district. Hella people down there, like they might, like you said, some of these people on social media be saying all this social, but when they get into these little meetings, be like, shit, man, I'm going for Trump, man. You see these type of tax cuts, man, I make $400,000 a year, man. Joe Biden gonna eat my ass up. Trump ain't gonna eat.
I'm telling you.
So it's like, okay, so how much do it really matter about the social shit versus your pocket? And like that's.
I'm about to say people gonna put their pockets before everything.
Every time, even when you tell people we should get free healthcare, we should get free college. What people don't understand is that shit costs money. Everybody want to say, oh, look at Canada, look at this place. People complaining about gas right now. You can go look up Canada gas price. They like $2 higher than us. Everything out in Canada is hella high because how are you going to pay for this free healthcare and all this free education? The people got to pay for it.
Yeah.
So everybody be talking about what they should do, but as soon as an extra dollar get taken out your money or gas go up $1, it's a huge problem. So it's like, do you really want free healthcare? Do you really want like free education? Like, what are you willing to sacrifice for us to really get that?
Yeah, I'm about to say I feel the same way, and I've my leg was just itching. I talked about the same, like this type of situation. If Black people were to one day come together, actually really come together and build our own everything, I feel like everybody will be down to it. Yeah, it sounds good. Okay, donate some of your checks so we can make a room for the kids. I don't know about that. I don't think I could do that. Donate a little bit of your money a week so we could do this for the community. I don't really know about that. You know that it sounds good. I just want to see the finished product type shit. I just want to see the finished product. Right. And people, I really don't know why. I don't know why we as a community are like that, but we'd rather have another race, a white man, finance the shit, and then we go, okay, now we can all live here. Oh, I'll just pay the rent here. Oh, I'll just pay the white man this. Oh, I'd rather pay the white man than pay my own. It's a lot of people that, like, when people have, what is them people called that, them bank people that watch your money and shit, fucking bookkeepers. There's a lot of, or like whoever them people is that like track your money and whatever the fuck. There's a lot of people that feel like they need a white man to do it rather than somebody of their own, because they feel like either the white man is smarter, the white man know the money, the white man gonna make sure that my shit won't, the white man not gonna steal from me, and hella all these anti-black negative ass shits because they don't want to work with their own. When the catch is the white man the one that's gonna steal from you and run and take all your money and be gone. I done seen
all the loopholes where they take it now it's theirs and you can't even do nothing about it.
I done seen too many where they just take all the money and go to Africa. Take it all, go to a different country. Take it all. I done seen too many documentaries where a white man did that to some people money. I ain't never seen no niggas doing it. So it's like, come on. Like
it's all
we ain't even people ain't ready.
It's all the crab in the barrel mentality. Like everybody feel like I can't go to another black person because there's only so many of us can make it out of this shit. So it's like if I'm working with T and she working with me, all right, well then shit. If when we get to the gate to actually make it, they only gonna let one of us in. Well, I should have left T back there because now we get here, it's 50-50 chance. But that's not how this shit works. And like that's something that the white man put into us hella long ago. Like, and it just is stuck. Like people do not like right now, like me and my girl trying to start a financial literacy business. We trying to start a business when we teach people about stocks, like when we help them get in position to like buy property and stuff and just do all the stuff that they be doing. So we'd even learn about it, reach people, and they be like, oh, well, bro, I gotta tell you my finance. Yeah, bro. Be like, oh no, I'm gonna go to this. Like they would, like you said, rather go to a white person. And it's like, I'm sitting there showing you, bro, I got over a 750 credit score. I didn't bought a house in the last year. I bought a house at 25. My girl was 24. Like I'm showing you everything you need. Our kids got life insurance. They got college funds already paid for. Not even 2 yet. Everything that you need to see to say, okay, he know what he's talking about. I'm showing you. But because I look like you or because we grew up together, it's like, man, I don't know if you know what you're talking about. How I don't know what you know what I'm saying? But they go, they ain't never met. And I care about you. We grew up, like some of my friends, we didn't know each other 15 years. And they like, I don't know, bro. But you'll go to the dude you just knew for 15 minutes and trust him with your whole life, give him your social.
With your whole social, everything. Because he's white.
Because he's white. And
I think the white man know the money.
Man, this shit, it just
I was about to say, yeah, that should be crazy. But just know, when I need to get me a house, I'm coming to you. I ain't going to no white man. I ain't gonna play with you.
Come over here.
I ain't gonna play.
We work it out. I'm telling you. And the thing I always tell people, if it's something, it's like I'll look it up. I ask my question. I'm not finna sit here and be like, hold on, T, that's some shit. I got to get some more info, and then I come back to you. Ain't finna be all. But I don't know. For some reason, our people, if we could ever get past that, we gonna take off. But we can't just get out our own way because I just really don't know. I don't know what that's about. But at some point it got to change. But it started with little shit like this, like people just having conversations, getting it out there and doing it in smaller groups, and then growing your group. And hopefully if you grow a group over here, they grow a group over here, we can bring them together, and keep multiplying. But right now, you have to just slowly keep going. But let's transition out of this. Let's transition. We gonna
I'm gonna say no, because that should be serious. No, that's really a problem.
No, it's really
and it be irritating me.
I want to do a whole pod on just like black people and what we could do to kind of come more together, and then like black finances and how we could bring our money together. And like I got some shit planned up. We need to be trying to try to get Black Wall Street back, but it's gonna take some years, and it's gonna take some commitment, but it's all in the that's a different discussion for a whole different day.
I was saying, you know who to call. I'm here for it.
Let's talk about some more positive stuff. So let's talk about you as a young sister. You know what I'm saying? You out here, you got your podcast going, you doing your candles. What made you turn it? Like, how did you become an entrepreneur? Where did that start? Was that something you always wanted to do, or was something that just kind of fell in your lap? Talk to me.
Okay. So I can start with my podcast. I kind of started my podcast. It was something that I would always text my friends and be like, what you think about a podcast? You think I could do a podcast? You think a podcast sound cool? And they would always just be like, yeah, girl, do it. Yeah, girl. So I'd be like, I don't think so. Like, then they're like, you ever ask the question and you got the answer that you wanted, me to be like, I'm still about to doubt myself just a little bit. Like, I don't think so. I don't know. So when all this shit started happening, with like the Black Lives Matter, when that shit really started like jumping with George Floyd and all the things, when the people actually start caring. Supposedly that's what it seemed like. That's when I was like, I started reading the shit on Twitter, and I'm like, what the fuck is these people talking about? Like, literally, I'm like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, hell no. And it's like, Twitter didn't give me enough characters. I'm like, I can't keep getting suspended and shit. These people are dumb. Like, not saying everybody's stupid, but like, you really read some shit sometimes and be like, what the fuck was you even, like, what? Like, literally, it just was like, fuck it, bro. I'm about to really just start this podcast. I was like, I'm about to talk my shit. Like, I'm about to talk my shit. I'm like, I ain't go to school for nothing. Because I literally majored in African American studies. I went to I took a criminal justice class so I could know the law in a sense. So I ain't just got a median or some shit. So I was like, yeah, I'm about to start talking my shit, because these people, I'm like, I went to school for this. I read books on it, still read. I was like, I ain't finna play with these people. So literally did my first episode, and it went up. I was like, oh shit. I'm like, y'all fucking with me? I'm like, y'all fucking with me? Because you feel me? In high school, I went to a predominantly Hispanic Mexican high school. I went to City Arts and Technology, fucking literally right on top of Mission. Like, I literally went, you feel me, with them. So I didn't have the opportunity or like the chance or the voice at the time to even speak for Black people, because of the fact that it wasn't that many of us there, and I didn't feel the community connection between all the Black people that was at that school anyway, because there was a lot of I could say this about California straight up. California is big on like diversity. There's a lot of people that don't think the same mindset as me compared to people that's like in the South and like shit like that. So I ain't feel comfortable just going around, because I didn't want nobody, at the time I didn't want nobody to call me racist. Now I don't give a fuck. If you think I'm racist, it is what it is. At the time I didn't want to be that Black girl that was just racist, or like some shit where like everybody looking at me crazy in the hallways and shit. Now the little Mexican boy don't want to say hi to me and shit because he feel like I fucking hate him and shit. Like, I'm like, I don't want that negativity all in the hallways and shit. Like, I like you, so it's like I don't want you feeling like you can't say hi to me no more. But that's really all it was. Once I got to college, went to Sac State, tried to stick with it. I ain't gonna lie, I can't do Sac State academics. That's college was really taught me that I needed to self-teach my damn self. So when I left college, instantly started literally self-teaching myself. That's how I'm still able to do my podcast to this day. I literally sit in here and just read articles, bookmark, save, and like I literally sit in here and do it in my free time, because like it's what I like to do. So I just read shit, see shit on Twitter, like current event type shits, write it down in my notebook. Like, oh, that's good to talk about. That could be something to talk about. I got something to say about that. Like, I can say something about that, rather than me keep getting my fucking Twitter's fucking suspended every other fucking month because I want to sit here and argue with people on social media. Like, fuck it. I'm just about to get a podcast. So yeah, that's how I started the podcast. It's been going cool. I've been doing it for a year. It's gonna be 2 years next year in June. So like this is like a year and like some months. So it's been cool. But with the candles and stuff, I literally started selling candles because I was going to a therapist at the time. I don't go to therapy no more. I'm saved. Like I feel better. But everybody go to a therapist. That I can say that right now. And find you a Black one if you can. Mine was Black. Her name was Kelly. If anybody in Pittsburgh needs you a therapist, her office is in downtown Pittsburgh. Let me know. I'll text her and be like, Kelly, I got somebody for you. Give her your number and all type of shit. She take insurance.
Wait,
beautiful.
Okay. I know we got a set list. That's gonna be talked about right after you get done talking about the entrepreneur, because Black mental health is not talked about enough. Black therapy, and also we can talk about the importance of why going to a Black therapist as a young Black person is important. But keep going on your entrepreneur story. Sorry, that was just too good not to.
I'm about to say because that's serious, man. Get you a therapist. Everybody get you a therapist. So my therapist told me instead of smoking weed, I needed to find another outlet for my problems. I still smoke weed, but I just added candles to the roster. I found me making candles was therapeutic as hell. I be having the time of my life while I sit up in here and melt that wax and do all the things. And oh, it's cold. When I first started, the candles was like, I ain't about to lie, like they suck. So like I didn't start selling them yet. Then was like my test ones. I'm like, I got a little bit no oil up in here. Like I can't smell it like how I want to smell it. So once I started getting it right and shit, had like one of my friends gave them one, was like tested. She was like, oh yeah, it's hitting. I'm like, period. I'm about to start selling them. Like instantly, I was like, I'm not gonna wait. Cause I waited with the podcast. So in my mind, I'm like, I'm not waiting. Like I'm not gonna like, girl, you said they hitting, period. Like I'm selling them. I'm gonna bust out hell of them right now. Like as soon as it's cracking right now. So that's literally what I started doing. It's been cool. It's been going nice since. I learned that when it comes to entrepreneurship in the Bay Area, that people probably gonna kill me. People probably gonna kill me, but it's okay because I know how you girls like to tussle. I like to tussle too. So it's like I'm gonna say it. People from the Bay Area, they don't. It's more of a popularity contest over a quality contest, and they be talking about this a lot on Twitter, and they don't want to talk about it too much. That's why I just shut my ass up because I don't think you don't want to know what out there because it's a lot of shit that's I ain't gonna sit here and call y'all shit bunk. I ain't gonna sit here and say that because I don't want to hype up my shit because somebody might think my shit bunk. So it's like, okay, cool, that's your opinion. You feel me? But it do be a lot of questionable things or questionable clothings that be going around that people will sit there and subtweet and talk shit about, but still support all in the same time. And that's because they say because I'm supporting Black businesses. That's fake as hell. Like, don't support a Black business because you feel like you need to support it because it's a Black business. Don't come to me being like, oh, you're a Black business. I just feel the need to support. If you don't like candles, don't buy candles. Like, you feel me? Like, don't sit there and try to support or go above and beyond for a brand that you honestly wouldn't support in real life and you don't even like that. Like, I feel like that's fake. I understand Black unity and wanting to do all these positive things, but don't overdo your fakeness. Like, there's a lot of people that would like change their whole Twitter names to some shit and then be subtweeting the shit. How could you do that? And then like be joking and laughing. How could you do that? Right. That's very backwards. It's fake as fuck. And I personally wouldn't want it. That's why most of my, I ain't gonna say, no, I'm gonna say most of my customers and people that buy my shit definitely be out of state, East Coast, down south, over there type shit. I got some people over here, got my regulars. There's like people that always come doing shit like that. But like, I don't be focused on the Bay Area because I don't know too many Bay Area people. People don't really know me. So I'm not going to win the popularity contest. But if you want to do a quality contest, then maybe we could go somewhere. Like maybe I could join in the little whoop. But these motherfuckers out here ain't, it's about popularity for sure. They just don't want to say it. I mean, it's fine though, because I'll say it. It's definitely about popularity.
So when you figured that out then, right? And it's like, all right, now I got to navigate that. So how did you navigate to like you said, most of your clientele, East Coast, down South, how from somebody that's in the Bay Area, even though you're saying you not like hella known in the Bay, how did you get that audience out there? Like for people that's trying to grow their brands or trying to expand, like what was your method? Like what got you over there to them?
I learned to be the person that randomly plugs their business in any chance that they can. Like I'm in a lot of I guess I'm like a friendly person on Twitter. People like me on Twitter. So it's like, okay, that's fine. I'm in a lot of like group chats, different type of group chats that people just like will randomly add me in. And like, I just put them on mute. Cause like, I'm trying to pay attention like that. But like, I'll pop in and out. It's like hella people. As soon as I see somebody say something about a candle or something along the lines of my house needs this or something, just something, I sell candles. I make candles. You need you some candle? Like I hook it up for you. Like I got you. Right. So that's how a lot of it was. And I started putting myself on apps. I don't even know if I pronounce it right, but it's the Mira, the like Black owned Amazon type app. I've been getting a lot of orders from that app from like people out of state and stuff. Okay. Ever since I got into like crypto and like shit like that with NFTs and stuff, I've been in a lot of discords and those people be all over the damn world. And they be getting little candles off me here and there. They be paying me in crypto and shit. But Yeah, I was about to say that's how I could say I'm good at networking when it comes to like social media, talking to people. I'm just good at talking to people through a phone and building a connection to where they just love me so much that they just need to buy candles. Like I really can't explain it. I don't really I don't know. I just feel like I ain't gonna say I'm different than Bay Area women as if that's a bad thing, but I just feel like I don't connect with that many Bay Area women, or that
Ain't nothing
like
wrong with
I
saying you
don't do a
different.
lot of things that they do.
If you feel like you different, you different. Ain't nobody.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Ain't
but I
nobody.
don't want them to make it seem like it's a bad thing, like they bad and like I'm better than them and like that type of way. But like I just feel like
Different is different.
I'm different.
It's just different ways of doing what you do.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm just a little different than how they do it out here. So it's not going, and I don't want to change who I am to try to make a crowd of people try to do something, buy something off me, try to change who I am, because I ain't gonna change. So it's like, if you want a quality candle, come on down.
Yeah.
That's all I can tell you. Or if you want a good listen on a podcast, listen up. Like that's all I can say. Or body butters. I make body butters too.
See, some shit, body butters, candles, pie, we got shit going. One of the biggest things you said though that I really want people to understand it, like you said, like just believing in yourself and also finding your target audience. Like, it's nothing wrong with not like, if this ain't your group of people, then don't, all right, forget them. We're gonna focus on what we focus on. And I feel like who just came on? Oh, Jordan just came on. Jordan Stunning Man 02 just came on a couple episodes ago, and he was pretty much saying, "Dang, like everybody doing the little thing. Like now, everybody in rap is little this, little that." He like, I feel like I'm big. So like he said, he ended up going with Big Rich based off of like that was more of somebody that fit what he was doing and had a similar target audience. I feel like you said a lot of people now. Once you can find your target audience, you could take off. Everybody out here focused on the wrong people. Even if these people are popular, but they not liking what I got going, then I ain't worried about them people. Like,
basically,
that's what people need to be more focused on. Because everybody I talk to, like you, like Jordan, or like anybody else that got something going on that's positive right now, they saying similar shit to what you're saying. Like staying true to themselves, you know what I'm saying? Finding a target audience and moving with that. So that's what's up.
I would say, because once you find that target, you good. Like you set. I'm set. Like it might be slow where sometimes I only get like 2-3 orders a week, but it's like at least it's something a week. Like I don't need to, like ever since I started selling candles, I don't think I've ever had like a week or two on end where like I didn't get at least one order, like one something, like something. So it's like sometimes once you find that target, you just gotta stick with it. And if people can't from your little hometown or area can't respect that, then it's like, you wanted me to be stuck in the first place. You wanted me to be, you didn't want me to advance and be this person that's known everywhere, because I'm trying to be known everywhere. And a lot of people just want to be known in their hometown. I want to be known. I want a motherfucker in New York to have my shit and be like, girl, where'd you get that from? Girl, this girl all the way in California. Oh shit, let me go look. Literally. Like that's what I'm not tripping off somebody down the street. Like I mean I'm appreciative of it, but it's like my target audience is out of here. I'm trying to move out of California maybe one day anyway. So it's like I want more out there anyway, so I could actually have a name in other states and shit too.
Right. Yeah, because I mean, yeah, you can't get stuck. Like you get stuck in the city, or like where we come from, like you get stuck there. We know people that got stuck there. Like, what is the odds of you making something positive, being stuck where you was and seeing all of this negativity growing up, got all of these memories, got all these bad experience, all these people that ain't doing the right thing. That if you get like right now, if I go back to the point and I get low on money and lose my job, I could call 10 different people right now to start getting some type of hustle going, some type of like something could get right now but where I live at now by my house, I don't know nobody out here. If I go, bro, I got to just kind of think I can't call nobody and try to make some shake. You feel me? So you kind of keep you a little bit more responsible, keep you a little bit more on your toes. You at home, it's
a lot of it.
Too much comfortability, like right there at the house. Shit, if anything, I know
you too comfortable.
Yeah, even if it's like, all right, mom's right there. Okay, I got this over here. My partner around the corner doing this. I got another brother over there doing it. It's just too many different ways you could go. I mean, it's good to just expand a little bit.
I'm about to say just a little bit, just a tad bit.
And the thing is, if you want to expand and come back home, you could always come back home. Like
I'm about to say you could always come back.
I left college. I left for college in 2013. What year we in right now?
2021.
Almost the end of 21. That's about 8 years being gone. A lot of the same people when I was in 2013, when I was around, they still around. They still doing the same thing. So if you ever want to go
the
back,
same shit.
It's gonna look exactly the same unless they just start blowing up buildings wherever you live at in the world. If the buildings are still up, the niggas is still standing where them niggas were standing when you left them. So
the same ones too. The
same
same exact ones. And that's what make it crazy. I bet you I can go to Third and Blue. It's the same niggas in front of Torino's right now. Right fucking now. Selling weed. It's the same niggas. I can guarantee it. Like, it's crazy.
So spread your wings, see what's out there. If you want to go back home where you comfortable, the comfort, that shit gonna always be right there. Promise.
Mm-hmm.
But I wanted to touch on the black therapist. So look, I was looking for a therapist like maybe last year or so, right? But I was going around looking, and I'm like, it was no black man therapist out there. And one of my friends like, bro, it ain't got to be a black man. I'm like, no, for the shit that I want to talk about, and for the shit
it needs to be a black man.
It needed to be a black man. I'm not gonna go in here and this white man. Or when I was younger, like in high school, I tried to go to therapy, and they gave me this Chinese dude. The first two things I said to him, he responded with some shit that didn't make no sense. I called my mom like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. I'm ready to go. Like, what the fuck did I come to this for? You ain't even understand it. The first two things I done said.
So man, what?
Off of that experience, I knew it had to be a brother. And so my friends were making it like that, like I was tripping, like that really wasn't that important, or like it wasn't like end all be all. But as somebody that had been to a therapist that was black, do you feel like that's the best thing? Like,
no, I feel like it's definitely better to have a therapist that looks like you, can understand you on more than just a human right. type feel. Because people I feel like if you don't get one that look like you, feel you, can actually understand you, you're literally getting one that can just emphasize with you, just show you empathy, give you something that you don't need there in therapy, because you can get that from your friends. You can get empathy from anywhere. Right. So I need somebody that really could get down to the root of the problem, actually understand the problem that I'm giving them, rather than trying to figure it out, rather than trying to figure out the problem in their head while I'm saying it. Like, damn, they know what I'm finna come to you about before I even say it, type shit. And I feel like that's literally, like, I used to call my therapist sis. Straight up. That was my sis Kelly. You feel me? Like, I didn't even saved her in my phone as sis Kelly and some other shit. Like, that was my sis. Because she made me comfortable from day one. I felt like I felt more comfortable because when I walked in, she literally looked like somebody I was seeing the point. Like, dark skin, dreads, like a motherfucker that I would see down the street. Like, okay, period. Like, this not no fucking white lady that feel like I'm talking to the principal. Feel like I'm talking to a teacher in a conference. Feel like I'm talking to a boss. I don't want to feel like I'm talking to a boss. Not saying that black women or black men can't be bosses and I'm not going to be able to talk to them as a boss, but I want to feel like I'm actually talking to somebody that's listening to me, can understand me, and actually give me advice that I can actually use, rather than advice that feels like they read it in their book while they were studying, and this is the response that you give to this. This is the that you give to this. This is the answer to this. And it's like, I don't need that from a therapist. So, getting somebody that looks like you, feel you could really make a difference, because I feel like I wouldn't have even said all that I said and felt as comfortable as I was, and like said what I said if she wasn't black. Like, I would have felt uncomfortable telling some white woman about what's going on in my house, like what's going on like with my mom and shit. I feel like she finna call CPS. I feel like all the shit go out the window. Like, this bitch finna call police on me. Not saying like my mom be up here hitting me or some shit, but like I just feel like it wouldn't register. I just feel like it wouldn't it clicked to me on the level of she like, nah, like I feel like I'm talking to the police, and it's like I shouldn't feel like that. I don't know why it feels like that, but I shouldn't feel like that. I feel like you're gonna use all this information to hurt me later on, little white lady. And it's like, I don't know why I feel like that, but I'm gonna feel like that. Man, I'm gonna feel like that. So definitely get one that look like you, it's just gonna make you feel, you just gonna feel more comfortable as soon as you walk up in there. I'm telling you, as soon as I walked through the door and seen her, I'm like, period. Sat my ass on the couch like, period, girl, what the fuck you want to talk about? Because I got a lot to say. Like, as soon as I feel like I could just spill her my whole diary, I'm like, I trust you with my life. I can tell you everything right now. Like, I don't know what it was. It was just a feeling of comfort. Like, I damn near got relieved that it was a black woman, like, because it was my mom therapist too. So as soon as she told me, I'm like, put me on. I need her immediately. I got issues too, but girl, I need her immediately. Like, I need her. So I'm glad that I went out the shell of, I don't need a therapist. But I still be smoking weed when I got little issues and shit, but like, at least I took it upon myself to be like, you know what? I'm telling myself that this weed is working. It's not fully working. I'm still feeling some type of way when I shouldn't be feeling like this. The weed's supposed to quote unquote take it away. It's not. Like, it's not working no more. I didn't outsmoke myself. Like, my emotions is overdoing the smoke. Like, it's crazy. So nah, a therapist plus a blunt. I'm telling you, I felt like I was relieved from the world. I think that's why I feel like how I feel now. Like, just untouchable, unfuckwittable. Like, I just feel like I'm just I really feel like next year is the Black year. On my calendar, I literally put Black History Year. Like, I don't even put no fucking month. Like, I literally just put Black History, because I feel like this year was like our pre-year to like get pumped up, and I really feel like next year, Black people, we need to just take it there. Every type of financial market, every type of fucking advancement, every type of nigga, if you could take out a house loan and buy a house next week, I don't even give a fuck. Like, you feel like everything that we could do to advance, I feel like we just need to take the opportunity and make that shit work. I don't know what's telling me. I don't know if it was because I went to therapy this year. So like, I feel like I really feel like a new bitch. Like, therapy really make you feel like a whole new person. I feel like, nigga, the world is mine. And I feel like everybody needs a therapist so they can feel like this too. Everybody needs to feel like this. Because I feel like a lot of Black people really don't feel like that. Like, they just feel like every day it's like trust me, I wake up every day and I know that it's racist, little white. It's America. But I feel like a lot of people don't wake up and really appreciate being Black. Like, I wake up every morning like, damn, I'm really Black. That is, like, you feel me? Like, I'm Black. Like, a lot of people don't wake up really appreciating that shit. We just wake up and be like, well, another day being a nigga. Like, I just, like, we need to appreciate it more, like, on some real shit. That's like a little side shit, but we need to appreciate Blackness and just get you a Black therapist. Why you scared of? I feel like motherfuckers scared of their own. Why you scared of your own? Now, get you a Black therapist. Ain't nothing wrong with talking to your own about the problems that you have.
See, so she got you feeling all of it. We gonna, if it's cool with you, after the video, I want to drop her info in the description in case somebody look her up. Like, if y'all want to check her out, like, it seemed like she doing great work. Like, you know what I'm saying? She got you feeling all of it. Like, we need to get some more people involved with her. So,
no, I'm about to say, Kelly need her flowers. Yeah. Now, I'm gonna give it to her now.
So if y'all here and y'all need a Black therapist, hey, like, you can reach out, or you can just look in the description box. We're gonna have her name and where she work at. You reach out and you go find your therapist. I'm still looking for me one. I don't got no problem telling people I'm looking for me one. And that don't mean, and another thing, people, going to therapy don't mean that your life is just in shambles either. Like, you could just have,
and it don't mean that you just this sad ass motherfucker. Like,
right, you could still be.
I just need to tell you,
it's a few things might be just going on, or a few things you might be overthinking yourself out of and need somebody to help you get out your own head. People go to therapy for all type of reasons. So you're not weak for going, you not unable, you not a strong person. You more of a strong person for going, because most people, like you said, I'd rather just smoke or shit, fucking, I ain't got to talk to nobody. So, like, get out there. If it don't work for you, then hey, at least you tried it.
At least you tried. That's especially all. Black men, it's already conditioned that y'all supposed to be these anti-emotion feeling ass people. Like, niggas can't cry. Nigga, you could cry. Like, nigga, you could be sad. Like, it's okay. Ain't nobody. And that's another thing we need to work on as a community. Just because that little boy crying or some shit when he fall, don't tell him to get back up, shake it off. You a boy. Boys don't cry. Yes, they do. Nigga, that hurt. Like, nigga, he fell and it hurt. Let him cry. Like, it's okay. Everybody started telling him a sissy and all type of shit. Like, just let that boy cry. Coco, please don't bark. My dog was about to bark, my bad. But just let the boy cry.
Now that's all facts. See, that's why it'd be so hard when you get into the black like topics and shit, because it's so many levels that you could because like the whole let the black boy cry, we could damn near do a whole podcast on just that. Like it's so many levels to everything you could even touch on to, because it's so much fucked up shit that didn't happen to us that we'd have been conditioned to, that we could be here.
It's fucking us over.
Let me see. But while we talking about all of this black topics and things like that, let's get into a topic that I heard you discuss on Twitter that I didn't really know a lot about, and that's Africanism. You said we should refer to ourselves as Africans with a K, and you said that's the right way to look at ourselves. You said that's like a more, you know what, I'm gonna let you go and talk your shit. Tell us why we could be called African with a K. You know, go on.
Okay, so that whole little Twitter spaces, it came up because some black boy or black man in there felt as though he can't walk around saying that he's African because he doesn't want to call himself American and he doesn't want to call himself African American. So he was basically like trying to find like a middle name to call himself. So he felt like he couldn't call himself just African with like a C, because he felt like if he went to other Africans that actually came from Africa and called and was like, I'm African, they'll be like, no, you're not. So it's like, I get that, because it's like, I mean, you're not. You feel me? Like you're not African with a C. And that's why I told him that whole African with a K thing. And African with a K literally just is spelled the same, but instead of a C, it's a K. Like it's spelled the exact same. And it literally just means a descendant of Africa. And the word comes from the whole Pan-Africanism umbrella type situation. Yeah, I wrote a little stuff down.
Yeah.
So, like I said, I go by African because I believe that. Well, I don't believe. I'm definitely a Pan-Africanist. It is what it is. I'm pro-black as hell. It is what it is. So me being a Pan-Africanist, I just believe in the solidarity of everyone in the African diaspora. I'm just if you black, I'm fucking with you. Now, I'm not one of them people, because everybody said Dominicans are black. You feel me? Yes. I ain't gonna take it from them. You feel me? But if you're the Dominican, I know black, I Dominican. Okay, you be Dominican. You feel me? I'm not gonna put the blackness on you if you don't want it. And I feel like that's what a lot of black people try to do. Like they'd be like, you is black, you is black, you is black, you is black. And it's like, you think that person don't know that? Like you think I think they know what they don't want to be black. Like stop putting it on them. Like they don't want to be it. And I really want to go by African with a K instead of with a C, or African American as the whole thing. I tried not to use African American as much as possible. I'm like damn near conditioned to use it already. So sometimes I do just be like, yeah, I'm African American. And then I'll be sitting there like, bitch, you're fucking African. like, bitch, stop saying that. Like, stop saying that shit. Like, oh, like, it be driving me crazy. Like, stop saying it. So the reason why I don't like African American is because it's literally the name that came after other names that the white man gave us to label us. I like African because it comes from a black person. A black person gave the title out. So I'm going to take it. You feel me? I'd rather have that, because I think they was calling us like Afro-Americans and like Afro something, or I think one time they literally was just calling us like Africans with a C or some point. Like the media gave us hella names because they you can't call us Negroes forever now. You feel me? Like you can't call us Negroes and shit forever. So it's like the media literally gave us like 3-4 separate names before I think Jesse Jackson was the one that was like, we're just gonna be African Americans. And it's like, what the fuck? Like I understand people saying that they're American. I understand you were born here. I completely understand that. And this is where I'm about to get into it. The ADOS people, I don't know what they stand for like specifically, but I know that the DOS is descendants of slavery. I don't remember what the A is, and I think it's African or something, African American descendant or something along the lines of descendants of slavery. And they hate people like me. They fucking hate me. I don't know what the Pan-Africanists did to the Black Americans. That's what they call themselves. Well, they would call me a Black American too, I guess. I don't know what Pan-Africanism did to them, but they have this hatred towards Black immigrants. I don't know why they put them in the same box of, they feel as though they're taking shit over or taking shit from regular Black Americans and shit, when it's like they not getting shit either. So it's like, I don't know where the whole like beef even like arose from, and it's given very much MLK versus Malcolm X. Like, I'm literally Malcolm X over here and they're like fucking MLK, because like they're like pro America, pro this, they're like pro American flag, and how are you Black and patriotic? Like, that's literally what they are. Like, they fucking piss me off. Like, it's so literally a walking contradiction. I don't know how they don't see it as that, but like I do. They just hate the fact that Black immigrants are considered Black, and I don't get it. Yeah, I don't get it. Like, Kwame was a Trinidad immigrant from Trinidad. He one of the main Pan-Africanist activist type people, and it's like they like can't stand him just off the fact that he was born in Trinidad. But like when you look at him, he looked like us. Like, you feel me? Like it's literally one of them. Like, this nigga look like I could be related to him. Like, he don't look no different than what the fuck we all look like. So like the fact that like they literally remind me of like white Black people that like just hate niggas. Like they hate niggas. Like, there's no way that you like Black people when like you just sit there and treat the immigrants the same, the Black immigrants the same way that the white man treats you. It seems like the bully trying to bully somebody else because they're tired of being bullied, when you really need to go beat your bully up. And it's like, I don't know where the whole and it's like, I'm obviously for all Black people. So it's like, why do you want to beef with me? Like, that whole, like, why do you want to beef with the belief of all Black people coming together when you're literally Black? So it's like, I'm fucking fighting for you. I fucking believe in this shit for you. And you're sitting here like, nah, fuck you. You like Black immigrants. Nigga, what? Like, I literally be confused with them because like the logic never makes sense, like, ever. And it's like, I leave them alone and I just continue to call myself African while they continue to call themselves Americans. Do your shit. They feel like they need to protect the American flag because some Black lady made it. You're fucking smoking crack. You feel me? Like, it has to be crack cocaine, you know? Oh, Black shit ain't good shit. You feel me? I don't know why that's in their head. There's a whole Black heritage flag that's made for Black people, and you still want to hold on to this patriotic white America ass supremacy ass flag because a Black lady sold it. It's definitely crack cocaine. There's no other, I can't think of no other logic behind it. I swear, I'm like, these niggas is smelling crack. And I can't think of nothing else. Nothing else makes logical sense. Like when they sit, because one time, don't get me wrong, when I get into like little quote unquote debates on Twitter, I do sit there and read the other person's response, and I do try to understand why you said what you said. Like I be kind of concerned, but it's like I'm still gonna listen because I want to know, I want to understand at the same time, because like I just want to get your thinking process. Like what made you say that? And it's like when I actually sit there and read it, it never makes sense. Like at least like if I'm sitting here arguing with Trump and he says some shit, I might sit there and be like, you know what, you might have a point. Like you wait a minute, like not like no racist shit that he said, but like some other ass shit, like you might be onto something, nigga. Like you just might be onto something. They don't be on the shit. I'll be confused as fuck. They're confused as fuck. I don't think they know what the fuck they really want. Hey, I know what they want. These motherfuckers always talking about some reparations. Let that shit go. I ain't gonna hold. Let that shit go. Like I ain't finna hold, and a lot of Black people not gonna like that. And they remember what I said earlier. If you want to tussle, I like to tussle. Fuck reparations. Fuck that shit. Cause fuck it in the sense of financial gain for Black people. Let's have reparations and other shit. And a lot of people might not like that. That's fine. Let's have reparations to where you upgrade all the fucking projects and shit and actually let the Black people live in it for the same amount of money that it was and not raise no shit. Let's fix our parks. Can we have some more trees? Like, can we stop being redlined and shit? Like, can that be our reparations? Because I feel like just giving niggas money ain't going,
work anyway.
Niggas already don't want to give up money now. So it's like, what do you think giving more niggas more money, you think that's gonna make them want to come together? They don't even want to do it now. So it's like, and the niggas that do got money don't do it now. Yeah. That's why being this nigga P. Diddy, me and him got a beef that I don't know what it is. But me and this nigga Sean P. Diddy Combs, me and him got a beef. Yeah. I don't know why. He one of them celebrities that you just like can't stand. He one of them for me. I don't know what this nigga Sean P. did. I don't know what he did to me. But there's something about him that's just very much sneaky.
He got all this money and be selling all these dreams to black people, but it's nothing to show for it.
I ain't seen no shit.
Vote or die, this and that, and all of the shit he be promoting. And then it was, what the fuck did he say with Trump and Biden? Like, we gonna sit down with them and they got to promise us some shit. Why you to come out and say this when we still had a full party of people to vote for? You done got down to these two people that ain't neither one of us no good, and now here you come. Oh, well, we ain't going for it no more. Nigga, you like 6 months late. Fuck is you talking about? Like, it's just...
my whole thing is, you think I don't know that you voted for Trump, nigga? That'd be my thing. You think I don't... Celebrities be sitting here telling me to vote for who you think? Do you really believe that you want me to believe
as much money as you got
and vote? You sat there and voted for the motherfucker that was going to take more money from you for us? Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. Like, stop playing with me. Please.
Now you think I'm
Please stop playing with me. Because, like, you ain't even did shit for us. So you mean this vote is going to be what you did for us? Nigga, that's all we worth is a vote. Right. Nigga, and then I don't even think you really casted the vote. I don't even think you really voted for the blue fuck. I think you voted red.
If I had to bet, I'm betting.
As most celebrities do.
I'm thinking
they're fucking classes, and they're literally in the capitalist system. They gotta let that money rotate. Nobody finna go broke for you niggas. Like, you gotta, like, that's how I think about it. Like, you ain't no, that's how they think. There ain't nobody finna go broke for you niggas. That's literally their whole mindset. I'm not finna go broke for you niggas. Like,
the thing is, and you said this on the last pod, so that's why I don't really be going in on this, because I really did agree. You can't tell people what to do with their money. So it's like, I don't be touching on it, but like, I feel like it's enough rich black people right now to that we could turn around the black life right now. Like we got people like, let's say LeBron James. He started a school in Akron. The school got washing dryers. The school got lunches. The mamas could come and pick up groceries for free for them to go home and cook. He got a whole little system going on.
And that's beautiful as fuck.
Now imagine if he could get 100 more rich niggas, and it's a bunch of them. All right, nigga, we gonna go over here to this. We gonna go over here to this city. You go over there, nigga. We gonna, if everybody just went to their hometown, everybody go to your hometown. He donated, I think, however many hundreds of millions. But bruh, Diddy, you a billionaire. They just said Kanye worth about 8 billion. Jay-Z a billionaire. Like, bruh, Dr. Dre, all you people with all this fucking money, if y'all come together and did what LeBron did, and this dude named Jalen Rose, I don't know how much you in the sports. You probably don't know him. He was another NBA player. But he did it first.
I was saying his name sound familiar though.
Yeah, he the old nigga with the waves that everybody be like, oh shit, this old nigga got these waves and he like 60. But he did it like some years ago. He used to be in the NBA, but he not as big as Bron, so he didn't get the credit LeBron did. But he did it first though. And that shows he only was making he was like a kind of okay player. He's only making a couple million. But he still made enough to go open a school in his home. Oh, he's from Detroit. So he did it in Detroit. No, Detroit need help. Shit, they got it's poverty like a motherfucker out there. Man. And he did it there. So if he got enough money to do it with his little 10 million that he made in his career, all these niggas with 50, hundreds of millions, these Beyoncés and all these people that we spend all these money to go see and do all of this with, Lil Wayne and these niggas, if they wanted to put their money together, or like the point, all of that shit could be just way different instantly. But ain't nobody finna chicken.
And the whole thing is like you said, like I definitely don't be wanting to be in people's pockets because I don't want people in mine. Don't be up in mine. But if you one of them people that sit there and preach Black excellence and sit there and say, we need this, we need that, and this, that, and the third for Black people, I definitely expect you to be one of the niggas doing some shit for the shit. Like if you not one of them niggas, don't just shut up. Just be the rich Black nigga. Like, you feel me? Like, just shut up. Like, don't be the nigga that make it seem like you give a fuck about what the fuck is going on in this, in our world, nigga, our world. Don't act like you the nigga that actually give a fuck. Because now when you get that money, it's motherfuckers looking like me and you looking like, well, shit, can you donate a little something? Like, can you do something for the kids? And don't just sit there and donate. Oh, I hate this shit. Like, I get it. Stop donating money to schools. Just stop doing it. Like, second time about they gonna get hella supplies and gym shit. Stop doing that. You think these kids give you that shit is going to the teachers and to the people that work there and to the motherfuckers that own the building and shit. The kids aren't even getting that. Right. Like go build a park. Go build a park. So like kids can actually like do shit that's actually fundamental for the kids while you're doing it for the community as well. Because those are the people that's getting impacted by these little twists and turns that you, all these donations that you suddenly doing on the third that they're not even seeing. Like it's literally all just for the look. There's people that say that they've been donating to Detroit for I don't know how long, and that shit still looks not. Let me not disrespect them, but like that, like it's still like how you said, poverty and fucked up. Like where is all these donations and shit going? Right. Like stop donating, just start building. Fuck it, start building. Don't start building some shit. Fucking Dr. Umar doing some shit. I can't remember what state he in. I want to say Pennsylvania. So I don't know. I think he in Philly, but he building a school. A whole Pan-Africanist school. He lucky I don't live out there. I'll be sending my kids there. You feel me? Like I want my kids to be at black. We need more black owned shit because I want my kids to go to black owned shit. I would like my kids to go to a black owned school, black owned grocery store where they don't feel like they're being fucking watched the whole time, where they're fucking shopping for snacks. Like little shit, go to a hospital. I want a black owned hospital. I want to feel more comfortable pushing out a baby knowing that I'm surrounded by nothing that around a whole bunch of people that look like me, owned by a whole bunch of people that look like me. I feel like I'm at home. Like that's what I want. Like stop giving these white ass buildings, these white ass people money. Folks, especially with the school system that we have right now. Please stop funding them. Cause they fucking our kids up. Please stop funding the school systems. And they're not bettering the education. They're making it worse.
They keep donating money and they keep talking about we got to make budget cuts. So I don't know. Something going on funny.
Somebody lying.
How you getting $100 million, but we still $100 million in debt, and now we got $100 million worth of firing about to happen. It's a lot of funny shit going on, but it's constantly money coming in, constantly money coming. You know, so
and ain't shit getting upgraded for the kids. It's a whole bunch of fucking school supplies that the kids can't even take home. I gotta put it back in the bucket before I leave out this bitch. You just bought hella pencils for what? Like you feel me? Like I don't even get none of this shit. This is literally all for the school. I get nothing. Mm-hmm. And they feel like just because they teach them something that's something, and you're barely even teaching them. Because there's a lot of people that I done went to school with, and we done grew up, and I could tell that they didn't self-educate after we left. I could just tell. Like you feel me? Like it's certain shit I could just
whatever they
tell.
got these
like,
walls is what they got, huh? Whatever.
the school system not it. Like it's not. So it's like the fact that you funding the shit, it'd be irritating. Like actually better the system before you fund it. Like can we start there? Because the school, like it's fuck. Like they won't even let people in Texas teach the critical race theory. Like can we can we better the actual system first before we get sitting here and keep donating to the shit? They don't care.
And that's why when you start your own schools, like you could really, like, just to go back to LeBron, like he was like, bro, one of the biggest things I wanted when I was a bike was a bike when I was in school to get around from place to place. And I didn't have, like, so everything that he said he didn't have as a kid growing up, as a black kid struggling, he put into school because he knew that these kids was going through the same thing. Now, this white person that then came from money, or not even they just came from just so much money, just being white in general, you automatically not going to know all of what's going on with the black community or even a part of it. So it's like
even if you quote unquote poor, I don't like when people equivalent the poor white man to being able to understand the black people. Just because you was poor, just like me. Poor white and poor black is two different poors. Like
way too
different. Two different poors, two different poverties. So it's like you wasn't even really poor for real. I mean, I don't want to discredit people, but it's like you wasn't, nigga,
like Chris said. He said, man, he did a show and he said, man, I'm a millionaire. He said, I've been doing this kind of shit for a long time. I got a lot of money. He said, there's a lot of you, some of y'all might be poor. He said, it's not one poor white person in here that would change places with my rich black ass right now. And I guarantee it. He said, it ain't enough money for you to want to be no nigga because it's too much that come with being a nigga for y'all. Your life is easier, even if you ain't got no money. you still got certain chances at certain opportunities. There's gonna be certain doors that you could get to open up for you. When you poor and black, when you black in general, you kind of already in a fucked up spot. But then you ain't got no money on it, shit, your ass is in trouble. So it's like, it's just so, it's ugly.
And that's a good point. Kwame True points that out. The only like thing that's stopping Black people from, or us period, from being these liberated as people has nothing to do with our education level, nigga. We ain't stupid. It has everything to do with poverty and the fact that we Black. Everything to do with our Blackness and everything to do with poverty, nothing to do with our education level, like how they try to make it seem like all these Black white people love to make it seem like niggas is dumb. Niggas ain't dumb. If anything, I feel like more Black people are ignorant. That's why I don't like to call us dumb. I call us ignorant. A lot of Black people say ignorant shit because they don't know no better. Right. And if you sit there and actually tell them some shit, they'll be like, oh, I ain't know that. Now I know this. Now that you know that, if you still walk around saying that ignorant ass shit, now I'm about to call you a dummy. Because I just sat here and told you that it was ignorant. Now you're stupid. Like, yeah. So, who child? Yeah. Black people be ignorant. That's all we got to get past.
Come to other Black people and be like how I just, like, the only reason we talking about the African with a K on here is because you said it and I didn't know what you was talking about. Ever since you said it, I've been wanting to know what you was talking about. So I was like, I ain't gonna ask her offline. We finna do a pod. Let's wait for the podcast. But we got to be willing to be educated by each other. You younger than me. You know what I'm saying? But that don't mean you can't teach me something. If you got some shit, I'm here to learn. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. If I got some shit, it's like, okay, here. But people be their egos too big, and oh shit, I ain't trying to learn from somebody younger than me. What the fuck she know that I don't? It's a lot of shit I don't know. I'm cool with knowing that. But niggas, I don't know. Biggest picture is we got to get out our own way. Because it's so much it's so much we could grow together, but it's just the white man did a great job of planting these seeds in our head. And this shit go back so far that it's like we don't even know where to start to get this shit out. I feel like we would have to get to the root of where this shit even began. And it's like that's so deep down. I don't know. It's vicious.
Nah, I feel you. Definitely gotta find a point to start though. Like soon. I would actually enjoy it.
And then so even to tie into our next topic, which is Fabby Davis, him sitting down with law enforcement, thinking that's gonna make it. So, like I said, we all here as Black people trying to figure out where do we start? What do it look like? Now some Black people think that this is the way. I think who was that a few years ago that did it? Was it The Game and Snoop Dogg, or was it The Game?
I don't remember.
I'm gonna look.
It was Snoop Dogg.
It was The Game.
I was about to say, hold on, wait a damn minute.
Let me see. Listen, get started on. So first of all, you start talking about why do you think that it's problematic for these celebrities to do things like that? And I'm gonna look up. I'm pretty sure it was The Game of Snoop Dogg.
Okay, so me personally, like you said, I do understand that Black people don't know where to start. I'm very much aware of that. But going to the police, I don't know how that A seems logical to you. B seems like it would actually help. And C, sitting here treating these adults as if they're children and don't know what's going on. Oh, it was Snoop Dogg.
It was Snoop Dogg in The Game.
Terrible. Like I understand people don't know where to start, but why would you go to your murderers? Why would you go to your quote unquote slave patrollers? Why would you go to the people that sit there and monitor you like a motherfucking hawk all day because you just want to walk to the motherfucking store? Why would you sit there and go to the people that constantly harass Black people all over the motherfucking world, asking them for some help? Then you feel as though it's justified help because the officer is Black. We have to get out that mindset that the Black police officer is our motherfucking friend, because at the end of the day, they're going to put their blue live brothers over your Black ass, period. Ain't no Black man or ain't no Black police officer finna lose their job over you niggas. Let's be so 100, because if they wanted to lose, they would have quit a long time ago when the shit start jumping off. You think they give a fuck? You think that they don't know what's going on? So him sitting there saying that he wants the police to be outside more and patrol us more so that we don't sit here and kill each other, rather than you trying to form a community meeting, rather than you trying to form a no gun violence program, rather than you trying to actually go to the hood and find the kids that's sitting here in these gangs and sit down and talk to them. Rather than you doing all that, and even if you did all that, you felt like that didn't work, why you didn't spin the block and do it again? Because you really care about Black people. Because one thing about me, I can sit there, one day, Black power, to sit there, I see you doing the same shit, Black power, I sit there and remind you about the shit all motherfucking day. Until it get in your head or damn near starts to irritate you, like, fuck, like, I'm tired of this bitch saying that. Yeah, I bet you is. So stop doing the shit. Like, literally, I just can't understand why the police are the people that we need, that need to have the most community outreachings, the people that needs to prove themselves the most. Firefighters don't ever need to prove themselves for shit because they do their motherfucking job. Detectives and DAs don't ever need to prove themselves for shit because they do their motherfucking jobs. Even when we don't, some judges do their motherfucking jobs. You feel me? Motherfuckers hate the DA, but at the end of the day, the DA did their job. And they did it well, and that's why you're in jail. You need to be mad at your defense attorney that didn't do their job well enough. You feel me? This is all a job. These motherfuckers are doing a job. So sitting there telling them to patrol niggas more ain't finna do shit but increase the incarceration, while also in your minds lowering the gun violence. That could be true, and it can also be true that it's gonna increase incarceration, because what do you think that these niggas is gonna be doing once they outside patrolling and see some niggas doing some shit? And you want to sit there and act like niggas don't do shit? That'd be my whole thing. I'm not the one that act like niggas don't be on the block doing this, that, and the third. I hate Black people that act like they don't hang around them people. They don't know them people. They don't want them people. Like, those are, nigga, that's your brother. Like, these are your brothers, nigga. Right. You sitting here about to incarcerate them because you don't want them to kill each other. When you didn't do no other tactic, I never seen you do nothing positive, even for Oakland, rather than you having that basic ass dope era ass design on top of a motherfucking sweater. I ain't seen you do shit. I ain't seen you once speak on the People's Program, an Oakland-based program that be outside every motherfucking day putting in that work for them. I ain't never once seen you say you would even donate to them. I went on your Instagram, you don't even follow them. You don't even follow no type of people that's doing the work that you quote unquote want done. But you're gonna sit there and run to the police, to the motherfucking pigs, to the motherfucking niggas that harassed you probably when you was younger, pushing that weight, but now you a nigga with money, so you don't sit there and gotta do that no more while all your friends still doing it though. You finna get all your friends locked up because you wanna sit here and go to the police and plead a case to the police that they done already heard 10,000 of times and obviously don't give a fuck about. Why do you keep running to them? We do your job. What more need to be discussed? What more need to be discussed? Tell them to do their job. What more need? I don't need to donate shit. The police don't need to donate shit. The police was getting hella money after they killed all them Black people to better themselves as police officers. The police I don't want shit from the police. We don't even need them. We need community watches. Let's start there, nigga. Did you start there? Like, he went straight to the police. I bet you this nigga ain't picked up not one book. This nigga ain't reached out to not one civil rights or any type of activist type person in his community. He probably don't even know them people. Because all you do is hang around niggas that's just like you. So why are you sitting here trying to go to the police and say people like me ain't doing shit when you don't even know people like me? That'd be my whole thing. You ain't never not once sat there and have a real conversation with motherfuckers like quote unquote me, a activist, quote unquote. You ain't never even sat there and had no real conversation with us. And when we do sit there and tell you, Fab, you tripping. Oh, y'all can keep doing whatever the fuck y'all doing. If it work, it work. Won't. That's why nobody want to fuck with you, because you got that attitude. You're not even willing to learn no shit. You so stuck in your mindset of I need to just go to the police. And I don't even know why you so far off the police ass that it's a hack. Why do you feel comfortable even enough to take a picture with these motherfuckers and post it? Me and my friends, you look stupid, nigga. Like, you look dumb. And there's people literally under the comments praising this nigga. Oh, you doing your shit, Fab. Yes. If they gonna do right by us, keep talking. Are you stupid? You sitting here enabling bullshit. If they gonna do right by us, fuck with it. They been ain't doing right by y'all. So you like Mav, don't be laughing.
Welcoming more police into the neighborhoods. if people don't understand, police make shit tense. Like police make it like if you walking down the street, you might not even be doing nothing wrong. The police driving by is like, oh shit. Or even if you drive, nigga, I got license, good registration, all the shit, insurance. But if the police ride behind a nigga, hold on, let me sit this nigga on. Just make it.
Hold on, let me. Fingerprints
So, like,
ain't even in the system. Just
yeah,
scared like fuck. Hold on, wait a minute.
just
Like it just
nervous
is
for
what it
no
is.
reason. So it's like,
and why use fear as a tactic to make niggas stand in line? Why use some dictator type shit, some shit that white people been doing? Why use fear as a tactic to make niggas act right instead of using your fucking words?
Right.
Why?
So, years ago, I came home for Christmas, back to the point of my mom's house. We looking out the window. Next thing you know, we hear, hey, dude get grabbed, dude on the ground. My mom like one of the type of people that's just like, if something going on, especially if there's some younger people, she just feel like I'm a mama. I got to come out here. If his mama not here, somebody need to be there. Until
we need more like her too, instead of people that just mind their business.
No, she look at it like, nigga, this is all our business. Like that's kind of where it's like, nigga, you can't just be sitting here. It is not right. Somebody put a bullet in him, and I'm in my house, and I didn't seen it. She feel like, nigga, I'm partly responsible for not going out there saying something. So it's like, my mom like, what's going on with this young man? Like, what y'all arresting him for? And he like, I don't know, man. They came, and basically what happened was they were shooting dice. He was kind of just sitting there chilling, making little side bets. The police blurped him. He the only one took off running. He said he just seen the police and just got scared. And they just took off chasing him, and they arrested him. It was a Friday night, so they like, well, he coming with us because he ran, and y'all can get him out on Monday. And my mom like, what's your mama number? Give me your number quick. So she calling them up. She like, y'all not taking him nowhere until his mama at least get here to see him. We was talking to him and shit. The mom and dad get there. The mama crying. She's like, what's he like? The dad like, son, I told you never to run from the police. He like, Dad, but they pulled up talking about some, I just got scared. And he was like, he was spending Christmas in jail because it's like he was just nervous and he wasn't even doing nothing. He was just standing there. He like, Dad, I swear to God, I ain't really got no money. I just was making a few little side bets while they were shooting dice. And I just panicked. I'm so sorry. The mama was crying. The daddy was damn near in tears. And the police, I'm like, bro, you don't see this man got a family. He just made a simple mistake. Y'all not gonna let him go for real? They like, this is the rules. This is our job. We taking it. It's like, bro, you not gonna let him go in the car with his family and go spend Christmas with them and go about his day for real? My mom, like, this don't make no damn sense. You in our community. This is a black community, and you ruining this black family Christmas, taking this man to jail, and y'all don't even give a fuck. Y'all not even gonna look at her and acknowledge this black woman sitting over here crying her son going to jail for the first time. They was like, we don't give a fuck what you talking about. You need to move the fuck out the way.
Man,
who gives a fuck if she crying over there? But it's like, that was like one of the experiences that let me know, like, oh yeah, they really don't get no fucks, because the nigga ain't had no gun on him, nigga ain't had no weed on him, nigga ain't had, they had nothing that they could say he was doing nothing wrong.
He ain't had nothing but fear.
Nothing but fear.
He was scared.
And
it's like, I don't understand. Like, you can't be mad because people do the fight or flight. So it's like, his was flight. Yeah. When he gets scared, he run. He the runner. He not the one that's gonna stand there and start swinging and shit. He's the runner. As soon as some shit jump down, he running. And it's like, I feel him because I'm the same way. I don't like the police. Like, even when I see them, I get nervous, and I don't do shit. Yeah. So it's like, if definitely they pulled up on me blurping and shit, I'm what the fuck? Like, my first instinct about to be, get the fuck away from up over here, bitch. They tripping. Like, bitch, you ain't even, like, bitch, you not with that shit. So it's like, and then, like, if that were to happen, I get arrested, I'll really be confused. Like, confused as fuck. And it's like, it's fucked up that they take people to jail while they confused. Like, they think motherfuckers be acting confused just to act so they don't get put in jail. Nah, bitch, I'm really confused as to why you arrested me right now. Like, on some real shit. Like, you're tripping.
Yeah. And that's why, like, the police, and that's why one of my friends, he became a cop. And, like, we had kind of, like, got into it because we had a discussion about, he said he worked with kids, and he was telling them, like, as a black cop, he still feel like he don't have no privileges because he's still a black man. So I had him come on my pod like a few months ago. We got into it. I'm like, we just got broke it down. I'm like, bro, at the end of the day, even though we all black people, when me or you get pulled over, we don't have a badge that we could go to and be like, hey man, I'm one of you. I'm just a nigga. No matter where I work, no matter where I live, no matter how much money I done made in my little short time, or no matter what's going on, I'm still a nigga, and I don't have that sense of security. So, bro, I know you a black man. This might be some past trauma before you became a cop. That's like you might hear a blurb, and it might be some PTSD still there. Like, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, now that you on that side, you can't say we live in the same experience anymore. Like that's
because you gonna put your blue brothers before your black ones, and that's why I said earlier. Do you really think these motherfuckers finna lose their job for you niggas? It be niggas that dreamt of this. This is their dream to be a police officer. They not finna. And I ain't fucking up my dream for nobody. If I was doing my dream career, dream job, I'm not letting you niggas fuck my shit up. This is what I actually wanted to do. Like, this ain't like no regular 9-to-5 job or sort of shit that I'm just doing because we live in capitalism and I got bills to pay. This is some shit I wanted to fucking do. I'm not gonna lose my job for you niggas. Like, or just people, period. When I say niggas, that's just like general. Like, I'm not gonna lose my job for niggas. Like, I'm not gonna do it. So it's like, I don't expect them to.
And like, that's the thing. People got to just be willing to stand on like what like, bro. If you a cop, bro, you gotta understand. As black, it's gonna be some negative shit that said. It's gonna be some controversy. This is what you chose to do. This is how you chose to feed your family. You got to be able to stand on that and be like, this is what it is. But you can't be mad.
Yeah, you damn near need to be proud to be the police. No matter what I call you, I can sit here and call you a pig, a fuck, or whatever the fuck. You still need to be proud to be the police. You the police. That's what you wanted.
That's what you wanted to do. And it's like, you got to take the criticism that come with it. I don't give a damn. Like you said, it's niggas out there that's doing negative shit and, they selling drugs, they doing this. I love being black. And I take whatever negative, like whatever come with it, whatever shit, niggas be like, niggas ain't on time. I'm one of them niggas that's never on time. We started this podcast.
I go by black people time.
Yeah. We started this podcast late. Why? Because we niggas and shit happens. I'm not just trying to put the positive side. It's some negative, they say negative shit. I'm taking all of that. I love it all. Hey, if you I seen something that said, if I gotta be on time, then don't invite me. I'm one of them type of people. If it ain't some shit where it's like, if you're not here in this first 15 minutes, we shutting the door, I'm not even finna start getting dressed because I'm probably not gonna be there in that first 15.
In the first 15. Man, I'll be there in the first like 30, 45. Give me some time. Like, give me some time. I'm about definitely be on black people time. You tell me 4 o'clock, I'm gonna be there at like 4:45, 5 type shit. Like, just give me a minute. Like,
my friends already know. I got friends that tell me 5, and we really ain't even meeting up till 6. But they know I need that extra time to get there. Let me know.
I'm that person. I'm that person. And then when I be getting there early, they be like, "What the fuck?" I be like, "Yeah, I'm early this time. Yeah, I'm on time this time on your ass." Yeah.
We just threw a party. One of my friends, you feel me? He pretty boy, he think he flies, so he be taking along to get dressed. All right, bro. Party for that 5 o'clock. My friends that be on time, 6:30. I told them niggas. We all, and my people I told 6:30, they still beat the nigga I told at 5. They still beat him to the house. But too much later though. He was, you know what I'm saying? I know he needed about a 2-hour, hour and a half window. I gave him his space to do his thing. You got to know your people.
You feel me?
But
I'm about to say, some people you gotta know, because I'm going by black people time all day. I don't know what to tell you. I'm about to be 10, 15, 20 minutes late every time. I just can't help it. And it's like, it feel like even when you try to get there on time, you still be late. I'll be like, man, I'm really black. Like, I'm like, I'm really a nigga, bro. Like, I can't do shit.
Like, it literally be like, nigga, I all right, I know what I'm wearing in the morning. All right, I got this together. All right, cool. I'm finna do this. I just hop up, take a shower, then I have to do bed. I can wake up 2 hours early and it still be like, where the fuck did the time go, nigga?
Like, where did time go?
That shit be
like, time really fake. Time really made believe. Because what the fuck was that?
It damn near be like that. So it's like, whatever it is, you gotta be willing to stand on it. I'm willing to stand on it. I'm willing to stand on all the shit that come with it. If you're gonna be the police, like I told him, I got another friend that's about to become a police officer. And he like, well, bro, at first he's like, I don't really think I'm gonna be telling people that I'm the police. I'm like, well, bro, if that's what your profession gonna be, that's not beneficial to nobody for you to just be like hiding it from people like that. That's what it, you know what I'm saying? Or like living behind, like living in the, I don't even know how to put it, but like just living a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like, you thinking you doing it, you really the police. If you the police, bro, stand on that. It's not gonna be good it's not helping us. It's not helping.
Man, I'm about to say, you're not helping us like you think you is. I don't know why you think that. I don't know why you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. Like everybody just, and the thing is too, everybody just so worried about what other people think about them, man. It's just what it is. But you got to be open to people and have their opinion. That's the only thing I tell my friend. If you're gonna be the police, nigga, you know it's niggas that's not gonna fuck with you. You know, it might be some people that was your friend that might not want to be your friend like that no more.
Man, I don't want to be around you, Mr. Police. Like, you just got to take that.
You just got to take, and it's like, you feel me? Everybody got to just let people do what they're going to do. But if, however you feel about it, that's just what it is. And that's what the only message I can have for niggas. Cause it's like, cause me, I tell them all the time, I couldn't be the police. I wouldn't be a good police. I'm not taking niggas to jail. I'm just not.
I'm about to say, I'll be the crooked one. Y'all want me up in there for real. I really have motherfuckers bad.
It's ugly. Cause I see if I pull you over, I don't give a fuck. You could have 20 P's in the car. Be like, man, brother, I'm trying to just get home. I'm not trying to go home, sis. I'm not finna take you to jail. Not going to jail with you. Unless you get out the car and you literally point your gun at me and start shooting at me. And I'm moving out and I don't really see no way I could even be interacting with niggas in no negative way on the road.
Yeah, I about to say I can't see it. I would feel weird just putting them in hand. Like I can't. I feel weird not even tipping my black waitress or waiter alone. So putting the motherfucking handcuffs, I'm like, why you make me do this to you? Like, I feel so bad. Like, why you make me do this?
Nigga talking about, hey, bro, here, take these couple thousand, bro. Just let me go. All right, bro, bet. Like, I would. It wouldn't even no thought in my head. So I know I can't be the police. I don't have no type of.
Yeah, I don't have no hold in me. I'll be the one. You can pursue me out of any ticket. What? You got what? Let me see.
Yeah,
what? And everybody about your day, nigga, gone.
Like my nigga that's gonna be the police. I work with kids. He tell me all the time. He said, bro, I don't know how you deal with them badass kids. I wouldn't be able to go up in there and mentally deal with that. But that's some shit I like to do for some reason. I get these students, they be getting F's. I like to try to help them get B's and shit. Like that's some shit that I like. And I get it. A lot of people think a lot of my friends think I'm crazy. They're like, bro, I wouldn't go and work in them schools for nothing. But that's just everybody. I mean,
not girl. Ooh, my bad. Mine too. I was just working in school. I don't do it now. I'm a tutor on the side now, but like working inside the schools, I don't think I can do it. I ain't vaccinated, child. So I don't think I could be around the kids like that. So, but no, my friends be asking the same shit like, girl, how you be around the kids? Cause girl, I think I like kids. Like I ain't got none of no shit. I can't see me pushing one out right about now, but like I like me a kid. I like me a kid, something about them. I like me a kid.
They be cool. They be bad.
But bad as fuck.
When you really get into why they bad and why they is like they is, it's way more to it. So it's like you ain't even bad no more, bro. My bad for even calling you bad, bro. You just
I'm telling you, like you ain't even bad. You troubled. Let me help you. Like literally, let me help you. The best way I know how.
Yeah, like we just everybody got to do their own thing and just, deal with what come with it, bro. Like people gonna have their opinions on you. That's just what it's gonna have to be. But Fabby, all of these other Snoop and the gang, listen, more police in the community on top of the ones that's already there isn't benefiting black people. It's just gonna make them scared. It's gonna make them more tense. It's gonna lead to more incarceration. It's not gonna lead to the positive thing that you think it's gonna lead to.
That's in your mind.
There is no connection with the police and the black community in no community in the country. So where are we gonna? Oh well, out in Baltimore though, they cool with the police. You can go nowhere and see that where it's just they on point with the police. So how do you think you, Fab, and you not even that big, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? You cool to us, but you're not even the biggest nigga we know. So how do you think if niggas like Snoop and all of these niggas over the years and decades that then sat down and did this, you gonna be the nigga to do it though?
I'm telling you, that's my whole thing too.
But it's like, bro, come on, my nigga, like for real, bro.
Bro, I literally was on the phone talking about him to my friend that lives in Georgia, and I said his name, and he said, "Who the fuck is that?" Like literally, nigga, who the fuck is that? Like that shit's crazy. That shit crazy. Like I don't know, but I mean, if he feel like it's gonna work in his favor, more power to you. Do your shit, bro. But I'm not mad at you for trying. I can't be mad at no black man for trying. But I'm irritated and I'm very angry with your tactic because it don't make sense. But
And
to you it does. So it's like more power to you.
But like if it, like you said, if it is somewhere that you really trying to help, but it don't feel genuine. It feel like these white companies that was putting the Black Lives Matters in the windows and all of this and the LGBT shit in the window and doing all of it just for the publicity, like, bro. Because what the fuck? What did y'all really sit down and talk about? Like,
that's what I want to know too.
Where did the conversation start? Like, what was the first thing you walked in there and said? Like,
because I don't remember you ever asking like a poll of what we needed as Black people. Like, I don't ever remember you asking
exactly
or even concerning with what people needed. You just literally basing it off you. And it's like, who the fuck are you? You not like, again, who the fuck are you?
You not.
That's why I tell people all the time. Start with the kids. That's some at-home shit. Start with your kids. It start with the youth. It don't start with nigga. How you ain't even went and go ask the little project kid what you think about what's going on right now. Yeah. What you think, little Tyrone? What you think? They think because all the kids, they think kids is stupid. That's nothing. People think kids is stupid, like they don't know what the fuck going on. Right. You can literally go to a kid right now. They might give you a kitty ass answer of what the fuck. You might got to differentiate the little kid words and shit, but they know what the fuck going on. Like, just ask. And if he would have did that, or at least shit, ask Instagram. Like, shit, make a post. What y'all want as the Black people? Like something like you didn't even do none of that. You went straight to the police and was like, this is what I want for Black people. You didn't even ask us what we wanted, nigga.
And that's like no one Black person is the voice for Black people. I don't care
at all
who you are. Nobody should feel like they have the right to speak. So that's when I'd be like, what I think of for me and for people that I know, and hopefully it can spread, but I'm never gonna be like, all niggas gotta, we own, this is what we doing moving forward. Who the fuck am I to say what you gonna do, what this Black person gonna do? That's all these people, so no more than white folks, they be in the classes. I'm like, I'm not gonna answer that question about Black people. Then y'all start feeling like, oh, that's the answer for all Black people all over. I used to say that shit all the time. It's like, all I'm speaking for is myself. That's all I really can tell you. I can tell you how T feeling up in Sac and I'm in Sonoma. Like, I can't do that for you.
Right.
So it's like, Fab, you had us fucked up, bro. That's not a good look. It's not a good look at all.
It's not. And I understand you can't please everybody. Like how you say, you definitely got to speak for yourself. But if you're going to do some big shit like that, definitely need a majority vote. Or like definitely need some type of communication, some type of organization, some type of nigga. We didn't even know that she was going down there to do no shit. You feel me? Like, can we get something?
That really, like, bro, come on, Fab. Like, how much of the law do you really know? Like, bro, like, you can take the people with you that's actually educated on this shit. We need some activists. We need some Black lawyers. We need some Black people, like some Black people that's actually up on it. So when they start saying some dumb shit, you not just looking at them smiling. This nigga next to you say, nah, Fab, that was some bullshit he just said. You need to be saying, like, why is you just sitting down like you just, how do we know how smart you is? It's like, what do you know?
Man,
you nothing to me that you was just somebody that I want to be. Oh yeah, send Fab here. Oh yeah, that's the nigga to go.
You wouldn't even pop in my mind, nigga. Then I had the nerve to quote Tupac in the caption. You're going to hell. You're going straight to hell because Tupac a fucking never. Don't you put Tupac Shakur under no damn police fucking post. Tupac a fucking never. Okay, me, I don't know Tupac. You feel me? But me and him still like this. He a fucking never. He told me he a fucking never. Like, he would never sit with the fucking police. So the fact that you're sitting there quoting that, hella disrespectful. Hella shows you don't even know what the fuck you talking about. Hella just ignorant. You just an ignorant ass nigga that shouldn't even be sitting with the police speaking for bitches like me. You shouldn't even be speaking for me. I don't want it. Because you don't even know what you're talking about for real. You quoted Tupac while sitting with the police. I don't like that. That don't make sense. The math ain't math. You don't even know what you're doing no more.
That's not hitting. That's not hitting at all. And that was shit I didn't even see. I don't even follow Fab. Like, I don't even know, like, if that was like on the shade. I don't even know if that was, if he big enough to even like, was that even on?
Go to the shade.
I didn't even see that. When you brought that up, I said, he did what? I had to go click on his page. I hadn't seen it nowhere on Twitter. And you know, I be on Twitter. Or I be on Instagram. I hadn't seen that. When you said that, I'm like, oh, that's new. When did that happen? Like, I'm thinking that happened the same day you said it. Like, no, that was early in the week. I'm like, oh yeah, bro, you really not big enough to be making these type of power moves, bro. You ain't got it.
I'm about to say, I didn't follow him either. I seen one of my friends posting in her close friends, like, look at this nigga. I'm like, what the fuck? Yes, we went to it like, hold the fuck. this dumbass nigga. Then I start reading the comments. He's sitting here arguing with people, feeling like he just right. And then I go to his following. That's when I'm looking up pages. I'm looking up people that I know that's in Oakland. You feel me? That's doing the shit. You don't follow none of them.
So what
So
are
it's like,
you doing?
what are you doing? Rudeness. That's very much rude. It's very much power trippy. It's very much who the fuck hyped this nigga up to be the voice of Oakland? Why did you hype him up to be the voice of Oakland?
Like, oh, but Fab be in the city. It's a difference in being in the city and taking pictures and playing little basketball games here and there, and actually being in the trenches, really making a difference. Like when you look, like, shout out Uncle Dane from The Point. Like right now, like he do all type of shit in the city right now. He, like you said, he do gun buybacks. He out with the youth. My company was just trying to pick up. We were trying to do a lunch giveaway with him over winter break. He got some people, and we were trying to get our youth to do it. He really in the community making a difference. It's not just let me go do this and take a picture here. No, brother, we need to see the kids need to actually know you, actually see you. So when they walk up to him, any kid in The Point right now can walk up to Uncle Dan and be like, "What's up, Unc? I need your help," and they all can feel comfortable because he there every day. This is 7 thing with him. Like, Fab, you coming to the little local hoop game, you might come and take a picture, but bro, you ain't really sitting in the trenches, bro, really talking to niggas, bro, really getting down. Like, man, come on now, we know the real.
I mean, we still call you Mr. Fab. Stop playing. Like, we literally get called by your rap name everywhere you go. Don't nobody know. I don't know you, nigga. I don't know. Like, nigga, you don't even give me the connection with the community that you try to make it seem like that you have, and that all these people are giving you because they just like your music or whatever the case. I don't know if it's just me, but like every time somebody brings his name up, I can never remember a song. Maybe I'm not. I don't. That man needs to just be quiet. I ain't gonna hold.
Maybe. Shit. Like the
now
name
you gotta think of
you talk about,
huh?
You talk about like the name of one of his songs? Yeah, I ain't got nothing for you. I don't know.
I don't even know. I about to say somebody might need to start singing one or some shit for me. I don't remember nothing of this man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Fat, bro.
And maybe I'm just an uncultured swine. Maybe I'm just the one that's uncultured about this man.
He got one like Fabi Davis is the something that nigga said, but I couldn't tell you the name of it for 100,000 right now. I couldn't tell you the name. I couldn't. So Fab, basically, long story short, nigga, we barely even know you, nigga. Stop speaking for us. You not, man. You ain't moving like it. Sorry.
We ain't here for it. So sorry.
You ain't even big enough to make the shade room, brother. If you can't make them, they put game. They got stripper on there. So if you can't even make it on there, brother, you have not made it as big as you thought. Sit your ass.
As you think you is.
No, you cooked. But let's move on to somebody that is big time though. Somebody that is got a big name that did some controversial shit. This we went on our last topic. We gonna move from small town to big time. We got Deion Sanders. So the videos of you who watch football, you know he Hall of Fame football player. But he more like just an entertainer at this point. He a college coach at HBCU. He brought in Brittany Renner, right?
However you pronounce her last name. I think it's Renner or whatever it is.
Brittany Renner.
Whatever. The slur.
Y'all know who it is. Y'all know who we talking about, Brittany Renner, whatever. He brought her in to talk to his players, basically to not end up with women like her. Like he brought her in and said, like, I'm not what you want, basically. Like you could do better or whatever the whole message is. I went back and watched the video. I'm still trying to fully get the full message behind it, but that's what I was basically getting. What do you think? Do you think that had more negative impact? Was it a positive thing? Because there was a lot of controversy on Twitter. Some people was like, that was a horrible thing. Some people was like, oh, Deion, the truth for doing that. Like, they need to hear that. We're all on this scale.
Okay, so when I first like watched the video and like started looking about it on Twitter and shit, I could understand each point basically. Like I could understand how people look at it in a negative light. I could also understand how people look at it as this good thing. Because it's definitely good to teach that shit early because it does happen. But on the flip side, that should be more of a at home conversation between a parent and a child. But then I can't say that because some people feel as though their coach is their parent and the field is their home. Like that's their home. Like they feel like when they're there, they're at home. They probably wouldn't have that type of conversation at home. So being that it's here, I mean, the conversation does need to happen. Some people really do think of their coach as parents, and some coaches, I love that some coaches make that possible. Because you feel me, when I played basketball, Tino, he probably still the YMCA. I used to call that nigga uncle. Just cause, like, you give me the family vibe of this is a family, this is home, and that's how I'm about to go about it. Yeah. So maybe a lot of people did feel like that was an at-home conversation. There was people saying that she was a predator herself. I get that. That's completely understandable. But she's also the perfect example to use. So it's like a flip side. Like, I wouldn't, to bring around young boys, she's definitely a predator. Just how I wouldn't bring like fucking Robert Kelly around a whole bunch of young girls trying to teach them about niggas like Robert Kelly. You feel me? But it's like, she's still like, they're still the perfect example. Like, there's still an example that could be used as the perfect example of motherfuckers to watch out for and to get the fuck away from. And like, on top of her being a predator, like, she's literally a predator because we as people, we enable her fucking behavior through sexualization. We instead of holding her accountable for the shit that she does, she sits there and could do all these things down there raping these little ass boys that's fucking 18, 19 years old, just now starting college type shit. And like, we literally enable it because we sexualize her. And I feel like that's all thanks to fucking feminism and the hypersexualization of Black boys that people just seem to not care about. People, this whole feminism shit, let me be naked in front of the little boy for liberation, and it's the human body and they're gonna see it anyway. Like, that whole little predatory ass shit is shit that like a lot with Black boys, and people throw it under the rug. And I feel like it's really, like I said, it's thanks to feminism. People feel as though men and boys can't be victims of shit, and they are the only ones that can stop shit and enable shit and do all these things. When it's like, nah, bitch, you be fucking up too. Like, bitch, you a hoe. She a predator for sure. Like, I wouldn't downplay it at all. She's definitely a predator. She literally posted a picture of her around a whole bunch of freshmen talk about nigga, it's go time. Like, nigga, I would be mad as fuck if my son was at that school. You better stay the fuck away from that bitch. Like, I would literally go, if I see it, stay the fuck away from that girl. Right, stay the fuck away from her. So, like, that's why I said too, it's definitely some at-home shit. Because I'm gonna teach my kids, stay the fuck away from these gold digging ass bitches. Like, it is what it is. You gotta let them know from the start. Like,
but that's some at-home shit. She just trapped the NBA player. Like, I don't know if you know the dude. Like, he's also not a real known. Like, his name PJ Washington. He cool. He went to Kentucky. He a good player, but he not making like hella money. But they just got a baby together. Now he 21, 22. He done already got trapped. So even if he become one of the good players making 20 million a year, 30, she in there. She on the books.
Damn. I didn't know that. I didn't know. I must say I didn't know.
So yeah, she got a kid that she just had a baby last year during when the pandemic, her and the dude was dating. And it was like a big thing around the sports world, because the NBA world, that's what we tell a lot of women, y'all would like the NBA shit because it's so messy. Like, it's some messy shit.
So messy.
So messy. Like, all of the shit y'all be like, I love hip hop, that should be right there in the NBA. It's just,
I said the shit that you just described was messy. I'm like, what?
Yeah. They was on TV, on ESPN, like, oh, you know, he messing with Brittany Renner, you know, one of the Instagram models. They be talking about that type of shit on the sports channels. Like, yeah, you know, they been. And they like some of his teammates is kind of warning him to stay away, that he young and he feel like he in love. Then it was like, oh, she pregnant. Then it was like, oh, she left him and she got him and she on there like, I got you. Like, she's posting all type of videos. Like, I don't know.
I seen them. Okay.
That's real.
I seen the videos of her like in the car, like, nigga, you stupid. Like, nigga,
basically,
like,
that's what I read. Like, got your ass. Like, that's what it was. Like,
man. Gotcha,
so,
bitch.
Yeah, so that's why he brought her here, because it's like she still, like, the baby only not even a year yet. So like they still,
and she still be out wilding and trying to get more shit.
Won't let the nigga. He be on Twitter like, I just want to see my baby. Like, if somebody, she be on there like, shut up, nigga. But you ain't no fucking victim, nigga. Shut up. Like, she be on there like punking that nigga damn near. So it's like,
damn.
Yeah, it be a lot going on. It's a lot going on.
Ooh, he needs to hit me. We can go beat her up. Cause what? She got you fucked up, nigga. What? Hey, she got you fucked up. If he ever see this hit me, we can go beat her up. Cause she definitely got you fucked up, bro.
She got him fucked up, but he don't know what. But she, like you said, she a predator. She 30. He like 22 now, maybe. So when they was dating, he like 20, 21. He just getting to the league. He first year in the league, second year in the league. He like, ooh, this Instagram bitch that everybody be talking about, she want me. So he,
I was saying, she knew what she was doing.
Yeah. He probably like the 5th best player on the team, but he got the 5th, 6th best, most confidence on the team too. You ain't going to get that top nigga making 30. He already know what's up. This nigga go get him and he making 4.5. That's still a lot of money. You feel me? Like that's still a lot for you to be gold digging on. You could go, you find your nigga with $5 million. That's some cool little gold digging right there. You could do.
Man, I'm about to say that's a nice little come up.
You feel me? She went and got that young nigga. He just happy to be on the team. He happy he even made it to the NBA. Yeah, let me go get that nigga. So that's real predator type shit. So Deion see. So he like, nigga, they got that 21-year-old. She not finna get my 21-year-old, nigga. So that's why I can kind of say. Because they all know the situation. Like if you in the sports world, that's why I kind of felt like it wasn't as bad as people trying to make it out to be. They already watching her every day on Instagram, on Twitter. About this. Why not come talk to us in person?
Damn. See, I didn't. Yeah, she definitely a predator. She's definitely somebody that needs to be on the fucking like register for like a sex offender, or like something needs to happen to her, because it's like I be seeing her name too much to like bullshit that like you sounding like rapey type shit, like predatory ass shit. And it's like, how is she still outside? Like, how is she still outside? And it literally comes down to, like I said, social media enables her to do this sexual ass shit. Niggas like titties. Niggas like the fact that you're just so, look at my pussy. It's just a free pussy to look at. Like, niggas like that shit, and she's using it to her advantage. And it's fucked up. It's fucked up. But she's definitely a predator. I did not know that boy was 20-some years old. She's definitely a predator. She's going to hell.
Yeah, because everybody want to say, oh, when you're 18, you're grown. I don't even know what that rule ain't, like the 18, no matter what age, because listen, like I said again, I work with kids. I have not yet met an 18-year-old mature enough to be dating somebody in their 30s, and I've been working in the schools for over 5 years now. Plus, been in school for the 15 years, niggas was in school, however long we went to school for. I've yet to meet somebody that a 32-year-old and an 18-year-old, it's like you just way more. And now, unless you just some kitty ass adult and you ain't got no sense of what's going on. But if you got any sense of the real world at 32, you'd have been out here too long to be dating somebody 18. They don't know it. They don't have enough experiences. They walk around here looking for some grad pics, and you out here, nigga, been in the real world damn near as long as they've been in school. You graduated 14 years ago. They 18. You damn near double their age. Ain't nothing about that. That's predator, but it's like by the law, some places it's 17. You can mess with the people. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know where that came from, but that's some shit I wish they could get.
It wasn't a thing, because it definitely be, and it'd be allowing 18-year-olds to feel as though they're grown and feel as though they are mature enough to fuck with the older nigga, instead of looking at it as, why the fuck did this older nigga not got no kids and don't nobody want to be with him that's his age? Red flag. You feel me? Like we don't think about it like that, like how we should. Like we think about it, oh, older man, he feeling me. Oh yeah, fuck a younger nigga. But like, you really do need to question, why are you 30-something years old lonely with no kids? And you can only get somebody that's my age. I'm kind of concerned. Like, that should tell you everything that you need to know right then and there. Like,
and like, dude, another problem is niggas is so like, I'm gonna mind my business. One of the niggas that I hang with couldn't come to me or come to my Christmas party with no high school student talking about, oh, bro, she turned 18 2 months ago. Ain't she bad? Bro, if you don't get the fuck out my house, bro, like, we're not doing this, bro. I'm not fucking with no nigga and turning a blind eye to some shit going on like that. Nigga, if we 26 years old, bro, why are you messing with somebody 17, 18 years old? That's not flying over here. But some people be like, oh shit, I just let nigga do what he gonna do. Like, it ain't got nothing to do with me. Yes, it do. Like, somebody got to be willing to step in and say something.
It was a lot of that in the point growing up. Them niggas that used to be on the queue used to love them, the little recreational center YMCA bitches. Yeah. Y'all grown as fuck. I'm about to say, grown as fuck. And they other little grown friends to let them do the shit. Oh, you got you a young little thing in there. What? Like, you feel me? And the motherfuckers it was minding their business a little too much. Like, you minding your business a little too much over some shit that you don't need. And then when you say shit like, what if it was your daughter? That's when niggas try, oh, then I would be like this, that, and the third. And it's like, I think you should start treating every black girl like your daughter then. Like, you need to start looking at them as your daughter then.
That's my that's always my main point, because that's how my mom used to be. She used to be like, "Nigga, you got a little sister. So nigga, if a nigga did something to your sister, what you gonna be on?" Okay, so then what make his little sister different? What made this girl right there? She probably got a big brother too somewhere, or a daddy, or a mom, or somebody. She's somebody's loved one. So what make her different from our loved one? So that's how the thing. Like, you, even if we didn't know each other, and you was walking down the street, if a nigga walked up and hit you, I'm swinging on this nigga, and I don't even have to know you, but you a sister. You know what I'm saying? You out here, and nigga, what the fuck you just put out your hands on her for? Like, I don't even matter what the reason is. It could be, oh, bro, you don't even know what she did to me, bro. We'll talk about that after we get done with this. This is the first thing we here with it now. We talk about later. Oh, bro, she threw my shit out. Hey, bro, I don't know what to tell you. We talk about that in a minute. But niggas be too in it. I can't, bro. And it's like, if I see some shit like that, I'm not having it. Or when you be young, you don't even know. Like, when we was in, my middle school PE teacher ended up finding out like he was a predator. He was messing with some girls, and it came out like a lot of girls that I went to school with was like, oh yeah, he been on shit like that since we was in school. And I was talking to my team, I was like, bro, but he used to be at practice with us like, you should mess with her. Oh, she like you. Or, oh yeah, you broke up with her, like she a thick. And that when you 13, it's like it's not clicking. But why this 40-year-old man telling me that my 13-year-old girlfriend is thick and I shouldn't break up with her because she hella cute? Like, what the fuck is we talking about? Now that I'm grown, thinking back, it's like, oh nigga, you was on some bullshit. But like, as a kid, he knew he wasn't clicking. That's the whole part of the predator, though. They know they come to, they know they not, but that should be, it be everywhere. It be all around for real. And niggas,
I was about to say, same with the oh shit. No. Coco, no. Same with the when you like in high school or some shit and you go to like your boyfriend's house and it's that one uncle in the corner, that's you, nephew. You weird. You feel me? You the weird uncle that everybody know is the creep, but nobody want to say nothing. So like you sit in the corner all night type shit and everybody just ignore you. Like type shit. Like, that's nothing Black people in our community need to stop. Stop being friends and holding in the pedophile and all that type of shit because you scared of what your reputation gonna be as a people. Put that motherfucker behind bars, under the jail. I ain't about to lie. That's the one time I'm not for calling the police on Black men or women. You feel me? If we could settle it without me having to call them, we could settle it. But certain shit, call the police. That nigga needs to be under the jail. I don't play that shit. Hey, Coco, be quiet. Like, certain shit is not like,
it's not even the go.
Like, I'm gonna need you to go tell the police. Same if a nigga hit you. Females, like, you don't need to call the police. Same with if a female hits you, man, if you feel like it, call the police. You're going to jail. Certain shit, it don't need to slide. Like, certain shit you do not need to let slide just because of the fact that you feel unsafe or you feel some type of way if you call the police on somebody because they're Black. Put your hands on me if you want to.
Yeah.
Be the creepy uncle if you want to and think I won't call. Me personally, this guy won't call the police. Let a nigga put his hands on me, because you feel me? I don't go around hitting niggas because I'm very well aware that this nigga might smack the shit out of me and knock me the fuck out as a reflex, not even as an intentional, just as like bitch. And it's like, I don't want to get hit. You feel me? So it's like, I don't hit. But nigga, when you hit me, call the police. Like, I'm not gonna play with y'all. I'm not gonna call my other family member to come beat you up or do all this other shit and bring out. I'm about to call the police. I'm not gonna bring extra outside shit in. Have my family in jail for doing something to you when you should have been the one that was in jail for doing something to me. Like, it's backwards as hell. I ain't calling nobody, calling the police. Now they can do their job. Niggas want to go to the police for shit. Go to them when they can actually do their job. It's your job to arrest this nigga for domestic violence. Do your job.
No,
like,
thanks.
So when people be like, when I be like, defund the police or something like that, people be like, so you don't want the police? No, stupid. I think I just want them to do their job. I think I want them to do their job. So like, if I call them because the nigga's hitting me, kind of want you to come get the nigga that's beating my ass, please and thank you. Like, it's not we don't want the police. No, I kind of want you to do your fucking job. It's not about me warning you. I kind of just want you to do your fucking job. I have no choice but to have you. I'm in America. If I was in my own little world, y'all wouldn't even be here. I wouldn't have this problem. So it's like, I have no choice but to call y'all. So do your job. Just do your job.
Thanks.
Okay, be quiet.
Man.
My damn dog. No.
Don't trip. We got a little dog around here too. I'm glad. Little Chanel, we got a dog we've had for 6 years. The dog
Ooh.
won't near me. The dog won't speak. The dog won't do nothing to me. She just bark at me. My girl, she bought the dog. Told me she was going to get breakfast. Came back with this dog. 6 years later, the dog still here. Don't even fuck with me. So I don't. Barking dogs don't even bother me no more because that's all this motherfucker do is bark at me. So I ain't even. You have to worry about me.
I was say I haven't Coco for like 8. How has this been? I think she's like 8 years. So like she, like I let her bark and shit, but like I don't like when she barks at people that live here. Like you're sitting here barking at people that be here all day. Can you stop? Like that should be annoying. Like, or you don't need to bark. Be quiet.
Facts. But I think
be quiet.
I think that's we family. We got into a lot. I feel like we got some more stuff we gonna touch on. But hey, this ain't gonna be the last time we do this. We gonna be.
Nah, I'm about to say nah. We still got more shit to do.
Yeah, we got more shit to talk. So we gonna cut this one here. Hey, I appreciate you for coming on. As always, talking your shit. I appreciate the conversation. We gonna have you back on. It might be you and some more people. We might do like a little panel. I got some visions on some shit where we could come and talk, get some black people with different perspectives to come and sit down and really have some episodes and really get deeper into some shit. But we gonna talk that more offline. But right now, this episode 2. You know what I'm saying? Look for this on my page. Look for this on your. We be both posting it. Right? You gonna post this one?
Yeah, I'm about to say no. I'm gonna post this.
Okay, so look for it on both our channels. Come and talk with T. We're gonna have her tagged in the description. We also gonna have that black therapist tagged in the description. I ain't forgot. It's all gonna be there.
I ain't forgot either. I'm about to go pull up her card out my wallet right now so I can get her first and last name. I'm not playing with Kelly.
Kelly, we got some coming to you. Don't even trip, Kelly. You feel me? T looked out. It's all good. But like I said, appreciate you. Everybody, like, subscribe on YouTube. Tell them where you at with it. Spotify. You feel me? Where you at?
I'm on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Overcast, all them podcasting type shit. I be on shit I ain't even know I was on. Like if people telling me they see me on some app, I'm like, where the fuck that's at? And they be like in a whole different state. And I'm like, oh, that's y'all little podcast app. Okay. Cool. Right. Oh, and I'm on iHeartRadio. Yeah, I'm on iHeartRadio still. I gotta update it, but I'm still there.
See, so like, we're gonna be like I tell y'all, we get there. I'm just trying to figure out how to get this visuals detached because for some of them you gotta just be straight audio only. But once I get there, there's the Spotify and all that is coming. It just ain't here quite yet. But everybody,
I'm about to say, yeah, I could send you the app that I'll be using to like distribute all my shit everywhere because I use one app and they just send it to all the shit. So
all right, now
I'm like, whenever you need that, I could definitely send you that. That's period.
Sure. We out of here.